Sorry, try that again. Hello and welcome to the final part of the Flory Festival 2022. Sorry, we've got a bit of an IT glitch going on at the moment.
It'll
That's
be
why
sorted.
Andy looks really busy, so take no notice of what Andy's doing at the moment. Yes, bit of a technical issue, Dan, with the store.
So is this where the cabaret act comes on?
Yes, bring on the dancing girls.
You know,
and boys.
Sunday lunch at the Worker Men's Club.
I missed out those in my youth. Never got taken to them. Never managed to get dragged along to one of those smoky places.
No.
Sticky carpets and smoke.
I bet there's not many down in Devon, is there?
Not really, no. We have farmers things and stuff. That's about it. But yes, good job.
But you have performing sheep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Performing livestock.
Shush, what we get up to at night is our problem. Anyway, that's it. Is it your great internet connection, Bill? It's not me, it's the PM store. It's not actually here, what we're doing this end.
It's crashed.
It's crashed under the weight of all your orders. So yes, I'm not quite. Andy's beavering away, so don't worry about Andy. He'll sort it. When we get it all sorted, I'll let everyone know. But I won't buy anything just for the minute.
No, he's rubbing his hands.
He's rubbing his hands. He's going to set fire to himself in a minute.
I think we might be all right again now.
Oh, we're all right.
Is that it? We're back.
Put it this way: if you don't get your discount and anything, just let Andy know, and he'll give you your discount anyway.
It's working. Just be careful with it.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. It's fragile.
It's all feeling delicate this afternoon.
Well, the thing is, I know what Andy's doing, and it's very complicated in there. As discounts, you'd think they'd be quite easy, but when you've got multiples and there's different ones at different times and that, it can cause chaos. Yeah, just hit the 150% discount button. Absolutely, Tony, you'll be fine. Right, okay, so just to bring you up to speed, congratulations to Stuart Neal, who won this morning's giveaway. And that was for the very, very limited edition starter set. The last one commercially available anywhere on the planet, as far as I know. And so that will be winging your way to you. And Stuart, I checked, is actually one of our members as well. So don't panic. If you send me a PM or via the contact me or actually on the forum or on the main site with your address, I'll get that out to you tomorrow. Or it might be Tuesday because there's quite a few orders. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Getting them all sorted and getting those out. So congratulations. And we're going to give away 2 more giveaways this afternoon as well. So stay tuned. We've got how many flash sales this afternoon?
We'll tell you in what time we're on. 3 minutes past. Roughly 25 minutes for the last. The last lot will come up, so stay tuned. The
last lot of flash sales, so some good stuff coming up. Those coming your way very, very soon. Don't forget, hold on, let me set myself up for all these things. There we go. Still your last chance to grab 25% off all washes. The bottles as well, they're 25% off. And obviously all the pigments and the pigment sets and wash sets. And we've got discounts on the merch as well. So it's £10 for a t-shirt, £15. All prices down here are plus VAT where applicable, just saying. But if you're not VAT, then you won't worry about that. So that's all on here as well. The PM store, obviously 15% off all Tamiya. We've got 10% off all the other kits. Plus, don't forget, we've got our 25% mega sale ending soon. Area down here. Oh, look, that one's gone. The Razorback one's gone.
The Razorback's gone.
Yeah. So anyway, all of the ones down here, these are all brand new kits. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not damaged boxes or they're not review samples or anything else like that. This is just brand new stock off of the actual PM store. All right. And also down in there as well, we've got the other area for special offers, which is sort of variable discounts down in here. But some of them got some really good chunks off. Hold on, the site's going. It's struggling. Oh, no, it's back. There we go as well. So we've got all these great kits down in here. So they're your 2 big areas to get to. But don't forget, it's also 15% off all Tamiya kits and it's 10% off all other kits at the PM store as well. And as you know, we've got quite a few manufacturers down in here. Don't forget, we've all got all your paints, your sundries, your glues, your fillers, your thinners and everything else in between. So those. And at some point, well, 25 minutes, we'll be bringing up our next flash sale item from one of these manufacturers. Ooh, come on, give us a do. Ooh. So that'll be coming up a little bit
sound
later.
Effects, Phil.
Yeah, I haven't got an ooh, otherwise I would have an ooh in there, definitely. A couple of things going on Instagram. I've just pulled this one up. It's from David as well. Very nice guy, little alien type thing. I don't know quite what it is, I'll be honest. I don't know. Anybody got any ideas? It's Games Workshop.
Is that what? I don't know what it is, but it's quite cool looking, isn't it?
It
oh,
is,
right.
very
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Different.
Very nice.
Though.
Very, very good. Excellent.
Don't know what it is.
Very nice indeed. We've got that one there. So if you do want to get hold of us, just pop along to the old thing in here, tag us in or anywhere else you like it. We've got a couple of others. So we got the old Aardvarks finished by Alan.
Been good, isn't it?
Very nice. Is that a Lake and Heath bird? Oh, and a raven. I do like the raven in the grey. That look, yeah.
Do you? No, I prefer it in camo.
Yeah, the raven just it looks quite sort of nice and menacing and all the rest of it. I quite like the raven. Very.
Is that Hasegawa as well? Is it? Because I know they did a raven.
Yeah, 72nd Hasegawa one that is. Reboxed obviously by Hobby 2000.
Yeah, they did the other version. I don't think they did the Raven, did they? They did a couple of. They did the Libyan raid one and another one, I think.
Was it? Okie dokie.
Yeah, I don't know if that is that an A or a C or a D or a what. I don't know what mark.
This one here's the EF, isn't it, for the electronics variant of the Raven. Tell by the old tail, really, is the giveaway. So yeah, excellent work on that one. Very, very good. We've also got a Tomcat, 48 scale Tamiya Tomcat on a scratch built base. Very nice indeed.
Lovely.
Cool beans. That's very nice.
Nice stickers in the background.
We have. We've got Mark has done a lovely bike as well. Got a Ducati Tamiya 112 scale. Lots of Ducati today, isn't it?
Got some. Got the decals on it. I think didn't have the decals yesterday, had it?
Looking very, very smart now.
It does actually. It looks quite good in yellow.
Yes. Very, very nice indeed. Good job. Well done in those. We have got a couple of others. We've got Steve has done a Nautilus. He's emailed these over to us. So if you want to email your pictures over as well. So we got the old Nautilus kit, which I know we all had our eye on these kits, didn't we?
We should have got one of them, yeah.
Should have done it, yeah.
Because that's the Pegasus kit, is it? I think, if I remember rightly. So. And it's, it's with the octopi underneath was...
The Kraken.
The Kraken, is it?
Wasn't it called the Kraken, they called it? It's got LEDs to light him up.
Or is
it
a Squidward?
Squidward?
It's Squidward, isn't it? I don't know. What is it, John?
John?
Kraken, wasn't it? Yeah.
Kraken.
Yeah, but isn't that just a big Squidward?
Well, yeah, big squid.
Yeah,
big
giant
Squidward,
squid.
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. Right, the other one as well, we got these from Ronald, has done some cars. So you can see a bit of a mishmash of all different cars here. Very nice indeed.
What's that? Looks like a...
Well,
that's a Porsche.
It's a BMW.
IO.
It's definitely a Beamer because it's got a Beamer front on it.
Is it i8 or something like that?
It's an I something.
That's a Porsche. I know them.
That's definitely a Porsche.
Very nice. Oh, and that's a Chieftain, isn't it?
That's a tank.
That's a Chieftain.
Yes. Very, very nice indeed. Good job. Oh, no, we've got another Beamer.
Another Beamer.
Very nice. I'm just wondering what he's driving over. Is it? Do you have a dog?
The chin spoiler would have gone over that, wouldn't it?
Looks like a dead frog.
Very nice as well. So don't forget, if you want to get any pictures over to us, you can get over. Obviously, social media is the easiest way, through Instagram, to be honest, to show it, but you can obviously email them over as well, and I'll check it before the end of the show to go through. Members as well, don't forget to keep yours updated because we'll be popping along shortly and we'll be having a look at your builds as well on there. So yes, good job. Excellent. So yes, we're all making our way through.
Cool.
That's
good.
The announcements all made for now.
So,
thank you for all the feedback on me weathering. Pleasure. I will do other bits and pieces on other days they come along and everything, so I enjoy doing them as well. So, but a lot of you said it was nice to see it done live and not like an edited version. So, so you could see me make an arse of myself and cock it all up. That's what everyone's really saying. So, but it didn't. You didn't fall for it. I was all right this time. Didn't start panicking.
John's going to do a PowerPoint presentation on silhouette cutters, aren't you, John, this afternoon?
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Well, look, here we go. We can put the feeler out to our live audience. So John wants to get himself a silhouette cutter. No, he does. He does. Don't back out of this. You said between shows, this is what you was good planning on.
No, I didn't say that at all. I said I was looking at them like I have been for a couple of years now.
Yes.
Mhm.
So anyway, he's a bit closer now, and he was a couple of years ago to getting one. So has anybody got one, and how do you get on with it? That's the thing. It was like, do you find them easy to use? Are they a godsend, or let's face it, is it a bit of a dust magnet?
Ooh.
David's got one.
Has he used it though?
And how many times do you use it a year, David?
Adam G says, just get it. I own one and it's the best thing he's bought in a long time.
Yeah, but
Okay,
again, how
so-
many times do you physically use it? And what do you use
So-
it for?
So get yourself down, Hobbycraft.
Apparently you need the right film.
And what film is that?
I don't know. It didn't go into details. Derek's saying he hasn't. He's got one, but he hasn't tried it yet. He bought it 5 years ago. That'd be me. I've got one, never used it.
That's a bit like our
Like
3D
the airbrushes.
Adam,
3D printer.
Adam uses it, he's used it on every kit so far this year. About 15 times just for models.
So, you know, so by the time you paid for your paper to go through it, you still could
Jack's
have
got
probably
a cry cut one
bought
and he
it.
said it's ace.
That's it.
And he's currently making masks for a blackjack with it.
Mm.
As in what, the decals or the actual mask set for the clear part? And how would you go about making the?
Ross has got a cry cut. He makes masks, also cuts styrene, uses it 2 or 3 times a week.
So there you go. This could be it.
This could be your calling,
This is
John.
it, John. You're into it. Go for it.
So
It's
the
paid for itself. Right, okay. Let's have this out. It's paid for itself. So seriously, how many models have you used it on? How much paper have you bought to put through it? And how much was your printer in the first place? Times by, and what's an average thingy set is like 4 or 5 quid?
Have you never thought of one, Nathan?
I have actually to do paint masks, not so much canopy masks.
How would you go about doing canopy masks? Because obviously you've got a 3D object onto a 2D.
Yeah.
So how do you sort of transfer one to the other? Because
I think a canopy mask is a lot harder to do, isn't it? I imagine. I don't know how you'd do it. I guess it'd be a lot of work, wouldn't it? I guess
Yeah.
you'd have to put masking tape over a canopy with a cocktail stick, get where the canopy frames are, peel it, and then scan that. But I think scanning a decal sheet should be fairly straightforward. As long as you get your size in.
Don't forget, you'll need to buy a scanner for that then.
Yeah.
So you've got to buy a scanner, buy a printer. See what I mean? This is where I'm going with this.
Well, no, because I've got a printer with a scanner on it.
Oh.
yeah, most printers now come with scanners on them, don't they?
Yeah, but then you've got to export that file into something else to be able to print it out your little printer machine, innit? Because it's not like a photocopier, surely.
I mean, if you wanted to do like.
Because also you're going to waste your, you know, if you're putting sheets of, say, Tamiya paper into it, you're going to waste it if you're doing it like that, literally just a photocopy and it's in the middle. So you've got to reposition, surely
Well,
get your money's worth out of it.
Do it. You've got a special mat, and you can just get like, you know, a small, like, what, say the size the Edward mask come in, all little square, and you can put it on a corner of the mat, and it sticks to the mat. It's a sticky mat apparently, and it will just cut on that little bit.
I reckon the learning curve for a cry cut or silhouette cutter is a lot shallower than it is to learning how to do a 3D print.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to cut roundels for RAF planes or do custom serial numbers, I reckon that's pretty easy. Doing a canopy mask is harder.
And then I suppose initially it's a lot of work, but over time you're going to have quite a catalogue of files on your computer, aren't you? You can just go and print them out.
So that 256 models you're going to build, you'll be okay because you can go back and just print off 256 mask sets for it then. That nobody actually does. That's my point. And how much quicker is it to do it? To do what I do is literally scan it onto a copier to the right size, pop it onto a bit of 40mm Tamiya tape, zip round it, stick it to your model, job done.
But then is it any different to spending 100 quid on a kit that you stick in pile of 100 other kits that you've got.
I was about to say, Phil, really, you can't sit there and criticise this for the amount of tools that we own that we've never used.
Well, yeah, I know. It's just that it's one of those ones where, it just seems a long-winded way of doing a short-term thing.
People will spend £350 on a 1/32 scale World War II bomber and put it in a stash and never build it.
Who would do that?
Could say.
Just about any modeler ever, probably.
I think if you're gonna, how much? If you're gonna do, say, a 32 scale bomber with those massive serial numbers and massive roundels, how much would a paint masking set be for that? It's probably a tenner, isn't it?
Yeah,
At least.
So if you do 20 or 30 builds like that, it's sort of paid for itself, isn't it?
But if you're doing 20 or 30 132 scale bombers, how many years is that going to take you to build them all?
How fast you build.
It's just another interest though as well, isn't it?
And you can make greetings cards and various other crafty
exactly.
See, my point is,
what I'd never thought of is actually using it on plastic as well, plastic card.
Yeah, you can just scratch building buildings and stuff like that. That'd be well handy.
It's obviously got its uses because people are obviously saying that they've got one and they use it. So,
well, yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying. I just thought, really, just for the cost of it and all the rest of it, isn't it like one of those things? I was just saying the other day, wasn't it? And we were talking about how newfangled things come along you don't really use because some of the old stuff is still the best.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like you're talking about doing a mask set. So for the time, if you say go, for me to literally stick a sheet of 40mm Tamiya tape onto my instructions to do the masking for if they've got the silhouette one already in it and just cut random and stick them on my model. By the time you've scanned it, put it through and put it all into your printer and that, I would have done it.
Let's say that lovely selection of paints you've got along your wall there, how much did you spend on them? And how many of them do you use daily?
Pretty much all of the ones I use here. The MRPs, admittedly, I don't. I don't use the MRPs and all the acrylics I've sold. So, yeah, it's one of those. But, I know what you mean, and it probably is. And if you're into it, but I'm just saying, if you're on a roll commercially or something else like that, it just seems a bit of a faff.
See, Jack says if his died, he'd go out and buy another one in an instant.
Well, and also, I suppose if you've got the money to burn, if you've got the money to burn and just it doesn't matter if you do it or not, and if you don't use it, it doesn't matter, then absolutely knock yourself out. I just say, if you're on a bit more of a budget or something else, it's a bit more of a luxury item, don't you think?
Yeah. You can certainly yeah. It's on the list. It's on the list of things to consider.
Look, I'm just doing the other side of the argument. Don't flame the voice of reason. I'm like everyone's partner. Do you really need that? Do you really need 6 of those?
Anyway, John. Only one out of the 5 of us needs one. So.
Yeah, absolutely, John. I'm not saying don't get one. I hope you do, because then I can say to you, can you do us an offset for this? And can you do us a set of numbers? Because I will do that. I am that shallow.
It's all kind of useful, right?
Exactly.
Don't say I'm not saying don't get one. I think you should.
No, but the argument for John is on this one, right? This is not the first time he's mentioned Game 1, is it?
No.
So it's obviously been in his head for God knows how long, and at some point you are either going to have to pull the trigger and get one, or just move on. Because
Tony says in chat, it's not a one-trick pony. You can do other things with it as well.
I'm sure when you get one, you just go on YouTube and look at what people do with them, and you can, like you say, it's.
Can it make a decent cup of tea?
Well, put it this way: if I get one, Philip will be getting a cheap, tacky, bought Christmas card, and the rest of you will be getting nice handmade.
You never send me a Christmas card. Yeah. I'll be fine.
There's nothing new there either.
I don't get one anyway. Anyway, but no, I can understand the thing. It's one of those things. You could experiment with it and do different bits and pieces with it. And I suppose if you have got like a file sharing site where you can share, like Randalls in different scales, or because they're done by sizes, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's
things
not
like that.
It's not just like canopy mass and that. I'm thinking it's more. I really like the look of painted on markings rather than decals.
Yeah.
It's more that side of it, really.
I think it does with, like, obviously the bigger scales, and which you've kind of got behind you now. Like your Stuka needs that on it, doesn't it? You don't need decals on that, the big Stuka, and there's a few others as well, isn't there? So,
but yeah, they say in chat, Tim, it was Ron. Ron came here and we did a custom mask set for all the markings for the actual walrus mouth on the 32nd scale A10, because I didn't want to use decals on it. So we did all the markings for it. We didn't bother with the tiny little stencil ones because obviously you wouldn't go that small, but for all the big stuff, the main thing was to actually put the tusks on it, because there was no, I don't know even if they are now available, but there was nobody who did a 30-second decal set for the tusks for the warthog. So we put that one on it and went through, and he came here. But we said it took about 4 hours and a few attempts to get it right. It wasn't as straightforward as what people say. It's like, oh, you just scan it and print it and peel it and put it on, because it didn't actually work like that. It had to be adjusted and redone and sized and positioned and everything to get as much as we could out of like the sheet we were using. It did work, and to be honest, it looked absolutely fantastic. And you're right about the painted on effect, because certainly, we did the multiple one for the tusks on the warthog, which I've got here somewhere.
It is that thing of once you've got over that steep learning curve and you've got the hang of it, the sky's the limit with markings, isn't it? You're not restricted to anything that's available commercially.
That's right.
If there's a scheme you like that no one does in decal form,
do it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the guys in a YouTube chat said he bought one cheap off eBay. I'm just looking on eBay. They're more expensive than they are to buy brand new.
So yeah, all the markings on here are actually masks and painted, or airbrush, so it's all masked.
Could have hand painted them.
What, these on? Yeah, not like that. That's proper. That's why I went down the thing of doing it. It's not like the one I did on my my Cobra. So yeah, but no, I think they did. They turned out all right on it, I thought. But we did all of these as well. So it's all the bigger ones, all the right over it. The small, tiny ones aren't, because as you say, we didn't go that small. But no, it turned out all right. It's a bit different.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you for your positive input.
I was just being the voice of reason. That's all it was.
Mr. Naysayer Flory.
No, you've got to buy a new door. You've got your plumbing. I was just trying to save you a few squid.
Devil's advocate.
Yes, I was just being the voice of reason.
You only live once.
Well, this is true.
Can't take it with you.
Somebody just back in chat as well on the thing you were saying about when am I going to do the side-by-side comparison with the rivetings. I've done them. I did it a few weeks ago. The only thing is it wasn't on YouTube, got it? Because it was on a Tuesday. I did it as what do we call it? On test. So we did a side-by-side comparison. Look, I've still got it here in lots of different forms and stuff. We were doing it on here and stuff. Riveting. So,
absolutely
yes.
riveting.
So that's the perks of being obviously a Flory Models member. Not only do you get us like this all weekend, we do this every day. So, and some of it's quite good apparently. Well, you guys don't. I do.
Hey. No.
2 or 3 times a week, but
Yes.
Yeah, we do it enough. Oh,
yes.
Nearly 5-minute warning for the new flash sales.
Oh, the new flash sale.
I know what it is.
you tell me.
Yeah, quick.
This one's a good one. I think this one's going to go down an absolute treat.
Message Andy.
I don't understand why it crashed out on me before.
I think the computer's just taken too much abuse this weekend.
It's been on. I quite like the idea of John having a circle cutter, silhouette cutter. I think it's not a bad idea. He gets one.
I think if you're going to do like custom codes of squadrons and stuff, and I guess you wouldn't have to butcher a decal sheet to make your chipmunk serial number. You could print it.
That's a good point. That chipmunk you missed out buying earlier.
And because we talk about doing your own decals by printing them, and you can't do whites. I suppose if you did a silhouette cutter, you can do your own things and you split.
Yeah, look at Mac 2 kits.
But then you've got the hassle of lining it all up trying to do that, and especially if it's multicoloured. I'm just saying. Anyway, Phil, there was it. Neil was saying Phil can't say much, being the voice of reason. How much has he wasted on modelling gear over the years? Lots. Yeah, but I do it so you don't have to. That's the whole point. Like, how many times have I bought stuff and it's been utter crap? And you know, it's like, don't do it. It's junk.
That's never stopped the Flory effect.
Well, I know, but I tell people it's junk and they still buy it. That's not my fault if I do that. But some stuff I do generally like and get on with. And you have nice surprises. And to be honest, I know we're going on to it and we really should be cashing in somehow. But our Fenga Benga airbrushes, that will probably be my tool of the year. 25 quid. Best 25 quid I've ever spent.
The performance versus price, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't get them now. That's it. Sold out everywhere.
I wonder, Clive's saying here that the centre hole in his Galaxy riveter tools become very enlarged during riveting over a single model. I've used it quite a bit now since, we actually did the on test with it, and I haven't had that problem. So I'm not saying it's user error, but it may be that you're pushing too hard. Why? You don't need to push that hard because they're quite sharp anyway. I found that the actual teeth on the Galaxy one are sharper than they are on like Rosie the Riveter, so you don't have to push quite as hard. Or it may be just that yours has got a cheaper wheel in it or something. So that might be the problem.
I did actually. I went on that when I was on Amazon. I did have a look at Fenga, and you can still get them on Amazon.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, there was prime ones for delivery tomorrow.
Which model was it? Do you remember?
I don't know, but it had the Mac valve and 2 or 3 needles in it.
That might be that one that other chap mentioned. The
186.
186.
There was one that was 26 quid, one that was 23. Yeah, there was a few.
Yeah, 186. Yeah.
How much is those printers then? How much are they? Or cutters, I should say. It's not a printer, it's a cutter.
About 350.
About 350.
350. You can get them from Hobbycraft for 350.
Or you can get them off eBay for about 380. Second hand.
That's mad, isn't it?
You got Hobbycraft near you, John?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're saying here that there was a Flory effect for the Revelator F18. But it was the other way round to normal. Absolutely, yes. But see, people still bought it, and you still have people building them on the forum.
Mortars, though, weren't there?
Yeah.
It turned out nice when you did it, though, didn't it?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. Nothing that a lot of blood, sweat, and palpitations,
and high blood pressure,
loss of vision in my right eye, blood pressure of over 327 at one point. No, it's fine. Piece of cake. Yeah, you can buy them second hand as well. I appreciate that. Some of the guys saying you get them second hand. Absolutely.
The ones we've been looking at
they're all the dusty ones that people's never used and thought, I'll sell that.
Yeah.
What are the ones we've been looking at for 350, John?
John.
The Cameo 4.
Cameo 4. Is that like the one that you should get? Is that seem to be the best one?
Well, yeah, you've got the Cameo 4. There's Crycut in there. Is it Crycut? Is the other manufacturer?
Yeah, so that's Tim's sort of thing to Crycut. Yeah.
Adam makes a good point. Probably wait till the old Black Friday sales.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. See,
you were going to buy one with your Christmas tips, weren't you, John? At one point.
Yeah, I say the last 2 or 3 years, I keep thinking about it.
What's he going to pay in pheasants?
Bottles of wine.
Bottles of wine and pheasants. I'll give you a brace of pheasants and 4 bottles of wine for a cutter.
Deal done.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, it's 2:30.
It is.
Yes.
It is. Right. Okay. Hold on.
Make it live, Andy. Make it live.
I've forgotten which one we're doing first, to be honest.
All of them.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
we're all going up at the same time.
Okay. Is
So
Andy
there's not
ready?
just one. There's not just 2. There's 3
3 flash sales, all running back to back for the next hour.
For the finale of Flory Fest.
Yeah, let me just sort myself out.
Hold on.
I need to, I've put them up, but I need to unactivate the other ones, if you know what I mean.
Here we go.
All right, hold on.
Drum roll.
Minute.
I can, but it's a short drum roll.
Keep it going. Keep pressing the button like that. I'm playing daily catalogue on the spec.
Getting 15% and 10% off.
Are we ready?
Yeah, right. Who do you want to start with?
So we will start with the original one, which is Kinetic.
Andy. Sorry, you can't even see this. Hold
Wrong
on.
button.
There we go. Sorry, wrong button. There we go.
So Kinetic is one of them up. So if you're into your F-16s and Mirages and F-18s.
Harriers. John, quick.
Harriers, the only one. Unfortunately, we've got no GR. Nobody's got any GR3s, to be honest, but we've got the rest of them in.
Yeah.
One of the guys in chat mentioned that Hago had got his own website or YouTube channel and said, didn't he fly Harriers? Phil?
No, he never flew the Harriers.
Why didn't he fly Harriers?
Hawks.
Lynx.
Hawks, Grob, Tucano, Lynx.
Back of a tornado, weren't it?
That means he must have been on the Squirrel at some point, and probably the 212 helicopters, I think, because he would have converted through that. So yes, and also don't forget he was a backseater in a Tornado F3.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, people, if PM sell 15 the Harriers, Phil's going to build the Airfix 124 scale one.
So yeah, there you go. So Kinetic's up. Let's get back to
John.
Here. So Kinetic's one of them. So 20% off Kinetic for the next hour. The other one is Great Wall Hobbies. Good stuff in there.
Some really nice stuff in here.
Some Great Wall in there. So if you want any of that, 20% off for the next hour for what we've got. I know there's not masses amount, but we've got some in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, last but not least, is Ryfield Models. And that concludes today's show.
The last of our flash sales. So you got 3 flash sales, 20% off. These are all brand new kits.
Yeah.
All set, all ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all running at the same time.
Yeah.
Look, you can get yourself an MRAP with full interior. Just saying. If you want a nice project.
No, leave it. Get a Tiger One instead or a Leopard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So that's the last of for today's flash sales. So go for it.
Very good.
Go for it.
Absolutely. Knock yourself out, guys. Lots of stuff down in there. That's the last of the flash sales. There will be no more flash sales after this one ends in 1 hour's time. So you've got till 3:30 before that one ends. And then the sale will continue in its normal way until midnight. So it'd be 15% off Tamiya, 10% off everything else after that.
Yeah.
So yes, that's
and that Tamiya does include Phil's favourite F-16 kit.
Yes, it does.
There we go.
I do like the F-16s. John says he's got a question for Matt. Are AK 3rd Gen better than Hitaka Blue Line for brush painting? A 148 scale aircraft, as I'm in my 60s and always painted using brushes. Thanks, great show.
I've got to be honest, I've not really brush painted with Blue Line. I know that's what they're designed for. I've actually airbrushed them. So I can't say sort of yay or nay to either, but I like Gen 3 paints. They do brush lovely. So it's colour wise again, isn't it? Because I think Attacker Blue Line do some of the colours that I don't know if transfers into AK. So depends what you're painting. I don't know.
Yes.
Sorry, that's not much help, but I'm not 100% because, like I said, I've never really brush painted it. So not to that extent anyway. A few touch-ups, but not to actually brush painting a model. But like I say, Gen 3s are, I like them. They're designed for that. Need thinning out a bit. Wet palette's always good, but yeah. Thin coats, build it up. It'll be all right.
Very good.
B Model says, anyone know how to make 132nd intake covers, FOD covers, sorry, for he's doing a 32nd Rebel Tornado?
Mm.
Are they the hard ones that go inside, or
Are they the plug ones?
Or the bags?
They could be both, but I think most of the ones I've seen are the cloth ones.
that go on the over the?
Yeah, they'd get tied over, so it's whatever technique you'd use for tarp, really.
So you could use tissue paper, can't you, with white glue,
milliput or
milliput.
Or just saying, my favourite way of doing it, I know we've discussed this before, plasti dip.
Yeah.
Over very high density foam, and it works just like it. I can show you somewhere.
You can even use them with a silhouette cutter.
You could. How thick a plastic will it cut?
Probably 1 or 2 mil.
3 mil, isn't it, John?
3 mil. Do you know how thick 3 mil plastic card is? That's rock hard.
Well, it scores it.
I was going to say it's not going to go through 3 mil, surely.
But someone did say it will work with 3 mil.
Yeah, to score it, but it's not. Can it cut through 3 mil?
Straight through it, you score
Gonna
it.
say, Jesus, like a stamp thing. Say 3 mil plastic card's really thick. Right, hold on. Where are we? Speaking of the lovely. Oh no, this is the wrong button. What am I doing? Wake up. Okay. Because I used a said type thing. So what you do is on here, the lovely kit that is the kit that keeps giving. Where is it? Where did we do it? Where did we do it? Where did we do it? This is it. In here somewhere is a lovely shot. Did I not do it like this? Did we do separate photos? Oh God, I can't see it now.
You must have done separate photos.
Did we do? Because I've shown it in other ones. You can just about see them in there. Yeah, you can see where it was there. Hold on. So went around there. We did that. We sprayed that. We did this. We did that. We did the other. We did the.
Dave says, did I hear
Hey,
right?
look, I could have had a Schisto mask set for this bit. Instead, I could have done that.
Dave said, did I hear right that Phil's going to build a 24 scale AFX Harrier?
No, he didn't. There you go. That's them. So if you get the high density foam, and I tell you what, a great place to find this is if you've ever bought what they called Display products. Yeah. It's this really high density foam that's in there. So I use it as masks. So it gives you a perfect fit, and you can use it as a mask then. So you can poke these down, but this will make a great FOD cover. So you can use that and pop that in, and then what you do is you grab some Plasti Dip, which is one of my great products I use all the time. Comes in little tins. You can get smaller weird ones as well, but one of these, and then you basically dip it in. And do you know what? I've cleared them out. I had a load of ones here where I was messing around with it the other week. You just dip it into Plasti Dip, take it out, let it drip off, and then literally, if you're doing it on like a stick, put the stick in so it all sort of envelops around into the back of it, the bit you're not going to see, and it'll look like it's in a rubber bag. And they say you might do one, you might need 2 dips, but you can re-dip this as many times as you like. And the great thing about it then, it acts just like the real things, because you can paint them and spray them up any colour and then just push them in the hole. And it's perfect for doing the plug type ones. Don't leave one of them, though, clearly in your F-35, just saying.
What an expensive mistake, eh?
Bit of an expensive mistake, that. You think, apparently, do you know what, Nathan? They learnt the lesson on the tornado. Have you heard the story to this? Same accident happened to a tornado. Exactly the same as what happened to the F-35, for the same reason as well, almost. Right. And after it, they learnt that what they did was that they used to tie one to the other. So the rope or string or whatever it is that comes off of it goes underneath the fuselage and into the other one. Right. So if one disappeared, it'd be attached to the other one. So that's how they would know it was out. And that had a streamer that used to hang off the bottom of the tornado as well. Mm-hmm. And then that was the thing. It actually had this sort of system to stop it happening. But clearly they didn't learn from that, because the F-35 had 2 separates. There you go. Useless bit of information.
Oh, well.
Could have saved millions of pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
at the bottom of the China Ocean.
No, they brought it back. They got it back.
I know they've got it back, but was it China? What's it called? The
Med.
Yeah, I thought it was the Med, wasn't it? Was it back end of the Med? I thought it was before it got that far. Well, I'm intrigued if you can get, because 3 mil plasticard is very, very hard, thick stuff. I wouldn't have thought those could cut through it. So now, if you're telling me I could cut out shapes with a 3mm blade for it,
like I say, it's more scoring, and then you just
because that would actually make a lot more sense, because you could cut proper stuff with it. You
can adjust the force that the blade has on the whatever you're cutting. So obviously you start light and then you can build up. You have to do several passes, but you'll pretty much score it out in the end.
It's got 5 kilograms of force on the blade.
Is that good?
I think you're gonna do scratch building, like diorama stuff, like door frames and stuff. You can do them. Windows would be a cinch, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I never crossed my mind to use it for stuff like that. What's the best 1/72nd Typhoon for the RAF?
Asagawa's
kit, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ravel's not a bad second place.
It says, is the Revel 48th any good?
Yeah, 48. Nice. The Revel one comes with probably about half the price of the Asagawa one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what it might not have, do you know what? It might only be an earlier one. I wonder if it's got all the.
This is the Revel 48th he's talking about, not the.
Revel 48th.
Yeah, he wants a. What's my thing? What have I done?
Got a Revel 72 and 48 one somewhere.
Yeah. He's asking what's the best 72nd Eurofighter, a Typhoon for an RAF variant, or is a 148th Revel any good?
The answer to that is it's good. The same boxing does German, Spanish. I think the 72 Revel one's got Spanish, German, and RAF options in it. What it might not be up is to the very latest standard. I wonder if it's got any extra lumps and bumps on it. I'm not sure.
I've got both the Revel 48 ones. 2-seater and the single-seater.
Got both, yeah.
Right, just on the screen now, apparently they're the 3mm blades, and the guys in chat are saying that, you can cut through 3mm through it. Wow.
Ross says he cuts 1mm, and you can stack it to the thickness you want, because each shape is 100% repeatable.
Yes.
Good point.
Makes sense. Very nice Phantom.
So what's the thing with the 3mm plastic card then? What's like the fascination it can do that?
Because 3mm plastic cards are really, really thick, because that's incredibly tough to cut through.
Yeah.
But what would you use it for? 3mm
Put it this way, I know people use a laser cutter to cut through a 3mm plastic card, because it's a nice clean cut and just goes through, but that's a laser cutter doing it. So I was just amazed that a printer can do, or a cutter, shall we say, can do something like 3mm, because working with the other bits I do, 3mm is like heavy duty. You can't bend 3mm.
So would that be of use to you now then?
It could possibly be for some other bits and pieces, but I just never thought it'd go through 3mm. I imagine maybe 1mm, as you say, with multiple passes and scoring, but 3mm is that's amazing. I'm sold now, John. You need to get one. I'll buy a 3mm blade for it.
They're cut also because they cut leather, everything, card, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Does it deduct?
It could be more useful than you think.
Yes.
Well, of course it is. All things have more uses than.
Unfortunately, I have a long memory and I bear a grudge. But there you go.
like an elephant.
Gavin says, "What's the best way to soot and weather a tornado's tail fin?"
Oh gosh, do you know what? I've done it with Flory wash before.
Yeah.
You can spray the wash on.
You do with gun smoke, don't you? Just like
Yeah. I would say Tamiya smoke sprayed on, or it's a bit fiddly doing it with the wash, but spray the wash on.
Yeah, we could do it with pigments.
Or just airbrush it on, innit? Post shade it in.
Yeah. I'd do it with an airbrush though, because it is like a soft, wide area that gets sooted up. Or you could You do it with oils, sort of, I suppose. But I airbrush it every time.
It gets thinner out as it gets to further out, doesn't it? So
Yeah, so you can feather it a lot easier with the airbrush.
Not that anyone cares about my tornado, you know, that I do, because clearly no one does. But not that I could go on about it. But I
You need to do
literally,
another one.
I just post shaded mine in.
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't know why my photos are out of stack, but yeah, I just airbrushed it. Literally, you just airbrush it and blow it up in post.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make that into a GR4 or a GR1?
No, it's GR1.
GR1.
Yeah, well,
So didn't you have to make the glass bit?
Oh yeah, did I change it to a 4? Oh yeah, I did. Looks like I
That's a
made it to a
GR1.
GR4.
Yeah, I thought you changed it. Yeah, because it came with the plastic and the glass.
Yeah, it had it, but no glass part. Yeah.
that's because it was an IDS boxing, I think, originally.
Yes, it is. It's the IDS. So we did a quick conversion.
Yeah, the RAF one hadn't been released, does it? It was the
No.
first release.
Yeah, it was just the German one, wasn't it?
So
It
wait,
was nice, wasn't it, with the flaps down? And...
Look, so young.
we're bound to do an
Was that,
Italian one soon. There's bits
Was
to do
that
with
a
the
commercially built mask for the canopy that you bought, or did you cut it out yourself?
I cut that one out myself.
old school.
What, using a printer?
Using a printer.
Cutter thing?
Using a box knife.
No, do you know what? I think we didn't. We tackwormed that. I think I remember. Hold on. I don't know why my photos are out of stink. It's all link in stink bink. Oh yeah, no, we tackwormed it. That's how we did it.
Camo masks.
Pardon?
Camo masks. You could cut them out of card or paper, couldn't you? And
Just pop them in place, then blow it. Yeah. Well, you can't bend them over stuff. That's the trouble, though, is it?
I think you can get like vinyl. Cut vinyl, which is a bit more flexible.
Yeah, we discussed that. Trouble with the vinyl one, they tend to stretch and pinch a bit, don't they?
Yeah.
I think really you can't beat for doing, you know, for proper masking. It's good old fashioned kabooey tape, isn't it?
Yeah.
The bluey tape.
You know.
And that Ukrainian flanker that I did, that's basically what those silhouettes make, isn't it? Like a vinyl mask. But yeah, I mean, designing that from scratch would be another job.
They'd be ideal for stuff like that, though, wouldn't it?
But it'd be ideal for doing digital camos and hard edge camo.
Yeah.
So you can do it on Tamiya tape sheets, can't you?
Yeah, that's what
While using
people
vinyl.
doing it. They buy batches of the Tamiya A5 paper and then cut that.
Yeah, I mean, we sell it.
Crafting
Don't we, to a certain company, don't we, Matt?
Yeah, we did do, yeah.
Yes.
We sell it for ourselves as well, don't we? I tell you what is a good buy, though, isn't it? Is the, what is it? The triangles and circles and the strips from Mr.
Makatar.
Hobby. Pardon? What?
Makatar.
No, Mr. Hobby stuff. We sell it in sheets. Just come back into stock.
They're useful.
The triangles and circles. I think Phil had some, didn't you? You reviewed
Yeah, I've
it.
got them. I did a review of it. Yeah, the triangles and circles one.
Yeah.
It's just a sheet of them, which is quite handy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tiny squares, circles, bits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
John, they're really great for camp masks.
Yeah, Nathan, you're a little bit blurred.
Camp equals camo. What's wrong with you? Got to call camo camp.
Is it?
Cameras.
Slightly out of focus again. It's doing that thing again.
I'll do some overhead stuff.
No one can see your charming good looks, you see.
I'll do some overhead because I am sort of doing them a lightning on the camera's on the blink, I think.
Yes, I did the GR1 back in the day.
Yes, you did. Was that wraparound camo, did you say?
Yeah.
You think a laser cutter would cut through masking paper without burning it up?
Yes.
And,
You do, because it's incredibly quick when it does it. It's not obviously like lasers. I assume like these cutters, if it's the thicker material, the slower they go. But with papers and things like that, it's almost like it whips across very quickly, so it doesn't catch fire.
Good job, innit? Bit of health and safety. Oh, the oil. Is that just gone? Dropped it.
Oh, look. Carpet monster. Everyone stop. No one move. Drop part.
No. Where's that gone? Do you know what? Luckily, I've actually got a photo export if I do need to replace it. If I can't find. Oh, blooming, where did that go?
God, here we go. It's his headlight covers all over again.
No.
He'll go out and buy a set, then use the originals.
Oh, that's in my lap somewhere. I'll find it, or the dog will find it for me when she's sniffing around. Oh, balls.
I need to take another one out of stock, Matt.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, replacement kit, please.
I'll be on to spare parts. Hello, I've got it, found it.
All right.
Look, it's here, look.
Panic over.
Look how big that is or not. Can you see that?
Ickle.
You'll have your little foam ball tray there to keep it in, so you know where
keep
it
it all
is.
safe.
You know what? I'm going to resort to using a knife.
Jordan's working on the Spitfire. This is the 48 scale Hobby Boss. Sorry, Special Hobby Mark 5C. Very nice. Tamiya paint, bit of AK real colours as well. Very nice. And then obviously we've got the middle stone or the midstone. Looking nice. Next up, tack worms with the dark earth. Cool. So it's funny because that one doesn't have the Azores blue underneath then.
No.
It's actually got the other colour that bit different.
What's it got? Sky?
Yeah, I think, I assume that's a version of it. He's used RLM 76. Oh, yeah, Sky on the underside. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. You know what? I've got about 8 million tabs open now. I need to close some tabs because we've got way too many.
Yeah, Nathan's giving a scribing demo, look.
Yeah.
Hold on. Over to Nathan.
Flaming, I don't maybe do this live.
That's always a good trick, that. Put the dyno tape on.
Tamiya tape, yeah.
On your tape.
Get more mileage out of it.
That is a good hack. One I never remember, but it's a good hack.
Yeah, it's a shame we just can't see it.
Yeah.
You show it, Phil, on your super duper camera, the scribing hack with Tamiya tape. And
Got nothing to scribe.
I'll tell you what I've lost. My actually rescribing tape that we've got.
All right, yeah.
I don't know where I've put it. I've got no idea where it's ended up. Which is a bit of a pain in the backside. I was looking for it the other day. To be honest, when I was doing the sort of, I wouldn't say rescribing, but putting in the raised panel lines on the B25, I was looking for it then, but I had to use some dyno tape where you get about 2 uses and then it's rubbish. But I forgot about the, obviously the hack using Tamiya tape.
To be honest, I don't think I've got any dyno tape here. So basically all you do is put the Tamiya tape
underneath.
Obviously sticky side downwards, not into the sticky. So that way you can just relayer it because obviously dyno tape loses its stickiness, doesn't it, after about 2 pulls.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can just keep putting more on.
Another good one as well, Nath, is that bit of dyno tape you've got, you could have cut it in half, so then you've got twice as much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But this Godan tool.
John's got one of them, ain't you, John?
Godsend, yeah.
So is that more thingy than using a razor saw?
Same sort of technique, really. It's just a very, very thin file. Usually freehand with it. As long as you're gentle, multiple passes. And it cuts both ways. Mine cuts on the pull.
Yeah, because you've got a right-handed one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the wrong-handed one, but gentle's the way to go with these things.
I think that's scribing in general, isn't it?
Hmm.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, you're better off doing 2 or 3 passes than going too heavy on your first.
Yeah.
Yes. But scribing, it's one of those things. I think people rush it, and then that's when it goes a bit iffy. You just got to take your time and be methodical with it, nice and gentle. Let the tool do all the work.
That's what they say.
Joe's been in, and he has got for us a Capri.
Nice.
Look.
It's a Mark 1.
Look at that.
It is Mark 1 got Capri. Is that the Diusha kit? Because it looks like.
I'll have to look at that. Because doing it this way, I can't do both. He's emailed the photos over.
That's thingy line, coach line down the side looks a bit.
Because Monogram did one, didn't they, as well, a Capri?
We were talking about them the other day, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. Very nice. That's cool. That is because I don't want to bring it up because otherwise I'll give all his details away. He says that you were talking about Capris yesterday. This is my 1972 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Headlights and that. It doesn't say what kit it is.
Tell us what kit it is.
What kit is it, Joe?
No, right, Monogram did one, so it could have been theirs, but. I'm sure as hell there's a rumour that somebody was bringing a Capri out at some point.
I thought there was, yeah.
But I think it was a Mark 3. Professionals one, if you want to call it that. I don't know what happened to that.
Larry, we don't do the old get loads of people sent for free. I've never gone capping out and begging to these companies going, oh, send us a thing and I'll give you a positive review. So, because the thing is, as I say, we're a little bit different here because if it's crap, you'll know about it and we terrify people when we say that. So, unfortunately, we don't get freebies and the like. Adam says, does anyone know that I Love Kits F22 is like?
You said it was the old Panda one, didn't you?
I think it's the old Panda one. Yeah, it's not going to be brilliant.
Scale mate it, you'll know. Yeah, I think it's the old Panda one.
Yeah. Jeff says AMT and Monogram both did the Mark II Capri.
Because that was a Mark 1 though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Pete says that after your recommendation yesterday on the live show that he's just received his Benga Benga FE. He's got the 183K.
Yeah. I'd love to know how many they've sold.
Jeff said AMT and Monogram did a Mark 2.
Is that the AK blue? Is that any good?
Yeah, I like it.
It's no different, really, is it?
It's
extra thin, really, isn't it?
Just thin glue, isn't it? But I don't mind it. It's just what I've got to hand, so yeah.
Can we have a nosy round the Groovely group build? I'll do that next week for you, Scott. Or unless Scott wants us to show his work or something. Is that what that is? What have we got?
Anyone going to the air show at Edwards AFB next week?
I'd love to.
Unfortunately not.
But
Hey, I've got a thing. Has anybody actually been to the Hinckley show this morning?
Yes.
Who's got back and it was a show report? Was it any good or?
Yes.
Was it busy?
Do you know what these things are like?
Usually one of the better ones, isn't it? Big show for a one day.
Has anyone used ICM paints?
Ah, no.
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 They look very, very similar. Do you remember when Italeri did theirs?
Yeah.
It's the same bottle and everything. I don't know if there's similarities, but it's the same box as well. It's literally looks like a carbon copy.
Italeri were really thick, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They're like poster paint. They're thin for miles.
You still got yours, or did you bin them?
No, I've still got them, mate. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Hold on.
On holiday.
It says, yeah. Lovely paints.
They go deep dive to find them.
These are the dusty ones here. You know what? I never realised I had so many.
Where did you get them from?
I think it was a set. I got them in just as a test to see what they were like, wasn't it? And we used them on the Hurricane.
That's more than one set, surely.
I can't remember now. I don't think so. I don't know. I can't remember if it was in a set now. Perhaps it was 2 sets. I don't know. What have we got? We've got down in here Azor's Blue.
Obviously.
Is it the right Azor's Blue?
We've got a medium grey. We've got a dark gold grey, so that must be modern. That's what I'm trying to do here. A flat dark grey, whatever that is. A flat gunship grey. A ghost grey. I've obviously got here, I think, a World War II set and obviously a modern set.
Yeah.
Dark green. I think that's how this is going to work.
Have you got a US modern set in there?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I've got 2 sets here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only trouble with these is that they're acrylic. They're really, really thick. So you do have to thin them out to life. And I do remember, although I don't know where it is now, they come with their own thinners.
Hey, see how they thin with X28?
I would have tried that when I was using them before. I don't think it went brilliantly well.
Paul says, use them, Phil. Don't waste all that money tied up in those paints.
I was going to say, how much did that set cost to be stuck in the drawer all those years?
I've got tons and tons of paints.
Look, at least I build my kits. Just don't keep selling them.
Getting catty now, isn't it?
Yes, John.
Yes, John.
You never catch me selling my kits.
Yeah, Andy doesn't. He
not
holds on to his.
Building them.
Not builds them.
Yeah.
Best metal undercarriage for the MiG-31 must be easy to find in Spain. Yeah.
The AMK's own ones, isn't it?
AMK's own one. Yeah, they did a metal one. Yeah, whether you can find that in Spain.
They were die cast as well, not white metal, so they were nice and strong.
Very strong. Did a special boxing, didn't they?
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah.
I don't see AMK do a 3D printed one.
There you go. Much better than metal. The metal ones I know of.
Was that in their better set, wasn't it? They did the upgrade set.
I tell you, not many people have got good things to say about SAC undercarriage, have they?
I've got SAC undercarriage for the... Oh, Gordon Bennett.
Can you get a cream for that?
Spotter plane in the...
Well, listen to this. Rand's put up, I've heard that Italericos are actually Vallejo. Well, I've heard that that's the same with ICM.
Blimey.
What?
I've never seen that before. I've literally a swill just run right away along our fence panels.
I tell you what, good coverage.
You could have put your camera on it so we could have seen.
Never seen that
wildlife cam.
Yeah, squirrel cam.
They brush paint quite nicely, considering this has just had a quick shake.
Yeah, but if it's truly made by Vallejo, then they're going to be brilliant for brush painting, aren't they? You know what? I would have thought, actually, them paints you've got there, the Mitileri ones, would have been actually made by Life Colour, seeing that they're an Italian paint firm.
Yes.
That's not bad for Dark Earth, is it?
Barry Royfield models.
What about them?
He said, what was the flash again? He's got Kinetic and Great Wall. What was the third?
Ryfield.
Tell you what, even with a drop of thinners, this is Vallejo airbrush thinner. Very nice. For an acrylic, I think that's all right. Good coverage.
Hey, it'd be great if we could sell them.
That's it.
The daft thing is like the company in the UK that brings in Italeri and Tamiya.
I was about to ask that. Can't they get them?
Was said they're not bring those in because they clash with Tamiya, but they won't because they're acrylics and the others are alcohol based and lacquers. So how can they clash the completely different paints? I'm gonna have a word. Because they could sell them because it's not in a direct competition with Tamiya paints. It's nothing like it.
Yeah, things with X28 all right, but I actually think it probably prefers the airbrush thinner, Vallejo's. It will work with alcohol, but it's not loving it. It's splitting. It's all right when you mix it, but if you leave it to stand, it splits.
Is that a bit like what Gen 3s do?
Yeah.
You separate.
Yeah.
Oh, you've had them how long? You've had them paints how long?
Oh, 7 or 8 years.
At least.
Shelf life then.
When you were going to
It was when I did my tour of the States, wasn't it?
Yeah, you went, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a few
So-
years ago, wasn't it?
That was
Where did you
2015, that was.
Where did you get them from?
Do you know what? I can't remember. I have no idea where they came from now. I did buy them because I thought, oh, new acrylic paint, I'll get some. And I bought them as a bit of a thing. And then when we built the Hurricane, I thought it would be the one for that. But hand painting, I tell you what, they're mega. Good solid colour.
Well, you painted that Hurricane originally and AK'd it, or MIG or something, and you said it was terrible, it won't cover.
Yeah, no, it's AKs, wasn't it? Their version.
The Air series in
Air
the
series of AKs, and it was horrible.
Adam G says, Special Hobby Grasshopper has just come to a spectacular and crashing halt.
Oh, no. No good.
Have we got pictures?
Yeah, do we have photos?
What is it? The Tamiya Grasshopper?
No, the Special Hobby Grasshopper is building.
That's the one we looked at earlier, wasn't it?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why,
That was looking good.
Has it took a nosedive off the bench?
Or he's just put his seat back and rolled over it. That
Something's
crunchy
gone off.
sound.
Yeah, dear.
Ouch.
Oh dear. Not
Oh.
super glue fix it.
But yeah, I can't highly recommend the old Italeri paints, but I think if you're hand painting, they're just as good as model colour, which, surprising surprise. Yeah, they don't like alcohol, definitely don't like lacquer. They like, as I say, a very mild, something like Vallejo's airbrush thinner works really well with it.
No, there's no photos. The wing spar doesn't hold the wings, and the glazing doesn't have enough surface area, so it's all just falling apart.
Yeah, that's exactly the same problem I had with the whatever it was I said I built.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them. What the hell was it? Ulster.
An Ulster.
Ulster. But that
It's got to
was
be the AZ. It's got to be the AZ Ulsters that you built, Andy, I think.
I
Is that
ended up drilling a hole through the canopy into the wing and replacing the strut that is actually in its place there inside, and used some metal tube to do it.
That's a shame. So there's definitely no way you can, like, say, just do what Andy said and drill a hole through and put metal spar in.
Yeah.
Because isn't that how it would have it on the real thing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the special hobby kit don't do that, does it?
No.
Yeah, just use some brass tube and just put it through. You know, so I could pin it.
For the sale.
They're on about squirrels in the chat. It's like, we get a squirrel, and I swear he's like, literally to his mates, right, hold my beer. So walking the dog, and it jumps out in front and goes like, wah! This squirrel, and it stands there right in front of the dog and then legs it. And I just imagine all his mates are up like the trees, and he's like, right, watch this. So one day he's not going to get away with that, especially when the dog's not on the lead.
Yeah, Lola will come back and look what I've caught.
Look what I've got. Fluffy toy.
yeah, and it's still moving.
Yeah, that's it.
They've got loads in their garden. They've got them ultrasonic things that's supposed to like stop, things like squirrels coming into the garden. It doesn't work at all. They just
it's a cat deterrent as well.
Yeah. The only thing that can hear is when we go around with Sam, drive Sam army, and they've turned him off.
Well, they used to put that on corner shops, didn't they?
Yeah.
Years ago, stop youths gathering.
Youths.
Youths
Stop youths.
gathering on street corners. They used to put ultrasonic sirens up to annoy the kids.
Yeah. Sam's the only one that can hear it, and we're all sat there talking about it. I think by the time he's been to
it's the right frequency for teenagers, isn't it?
Yeah. By the time he's been to a few more nightclubs at uni, his hearing will start.
Yeah.
That'll have gone. Yeah, it's called a air rifle, isn't it, for squirrel exploder.
But we seem to have stopped them. We had them in the spring, loads of them around here, but for some reason they've given up now. But they do fight with the magpies in the trees behind us, and it's bloody annoying when they're shouting at each other.
I think
magpies have gone now, and we used to have pigeons first thing in the morning. We've got a hawk or something that seems to have scared them all off.
That'll do the trick.
Yeah.
They're all getting ready to migrate for the winter, aren't they?
Yeah, I've seen loads
of pigeons. They go into city centres.
Yeah, exactly. It's warmer.
All the squirrels.
Yeah, they'll be hibernating soon, won't they?
Yes, won't be long.
Flying off to Africa, all the birds.
Yeah, magpies need to go and not bother coming back. Horrible things.
Gary says, Airfix 1/24 scale for 2024 Retool Harrier or New Hawk. What would you rather have? Like a Hawk T1, not the other one, because that's been done. But actually, to be honest, the Revell 32nd Hawk isn't that bad.
What about when you're 24th scale, though?
But 24th scale, no.
No?
I can't, I don't understand this thing with them doing 24 scale still. I thought they had dropped it because it all went quiet, didn't it, for a few years, and then it's back with a vengeance these days, so.
Yeah, you can see why they've done another Spitfire, really.
Well, they're cashing in on the cash cow with Spitfires, isn't it?
No,
they can finally retire the old one.
Yeah, it won't do that.
Yeah, that'll still be a classic kit that you can get.
Yep, it will. There you go, some inspiration for the ICM Beaufort.
You going to read the rest of it?
No, I can't. Too much writing for me this afternoon.
Brilliant.
If anyone needs inspiration to build a new ICM Beaufort, you must read The Last Torpedo Flyers. A quote from the Beaufort crew gunner.
Weren't they called an air gunner back in those days?
Well, anyway, carry on, Andy.
What would I say to those who claim we were only one step short of kamikaze? Looking back, I'd say they're absolutely right. Fly a Beaufort low through a barrage, a flick flak, and continue undaunted towards a giant enemy ship took a man with nerves of steel and great courage. Just read, or a big bottle of whiskey beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, that was the entire of a lot of the wars, wasn't it? If you're attacking something, you've got to fly straight at it.
Yeah.
As they shoot at you.
Yeah.
You know? So.
The thing is, they build up camaraderie between you and the whole of your group of men, same in the army or whatever, so that you sort of like, it's like peer pressure that you don't want to let the other people down.
Well, hopefully they'll be hit and not you.
or hopefully nobody will.
So you don't want to not do the right thing because everyone else is doing it, but then everyone's thinking that same thing, so it's like
two wrongs don't make a right.
Yes.
You're all probably thinking, I don't want to do this, but everyone does it because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
That's where they had a lot of luck with the
Come in.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
Other half zone.
That's where they had a lot of luck with the dam busters raid, because they moved all the flat guns off the dams because of the night bombing of the cities. They concentrated all the flat guns there, so they removed or bar a few off the dams. So when they flew in, there was virtually nothing there. But once they rebuilt the dams, yeah, they were like fully loaded with flak.
Yes.
But then nobody came back. Yeah.
Christopher's got a baby seagull that pokes his head through his cat flap.
Really?
To be fed in Dawlish. I know Dawlish, Christopher. You're only down the road from me. And crikey, before you know it, you're going to have the entire flock from Dawlish all trying to put their head in, including a couple of brave ones who just walk straight in.
I said there'll be a gang of them just going to come and rob you.
A flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
They
were wearing masks.
They had a photograph of you.
So years ago, we had this thing of something kept coming in the kitchen, and we had a cat, so we thought it was a cat coming in and out. And you could hear the cat flap going. And but the thing is, a cat never used to go out at night. It used to sleep in the spare room. So bearing in mind, I've got 2 dogs who would have it on the spot. So I put the camera up one night and just left it rolling, see what it was with old night vision on it. And then had a look next day, and it turns out it's the neighbour's cat. Comes in round about 2, eats all our cat's biscuit, has a drink, curls up in the dog's bed in the kitchen, goes to sleep to about 4, gets up, has a stretch, has a drink, and goes out. And it does it every night. We left the camera there, and it does it every single night. It's like, thanks, we're feeding your cat, literally. But it used to sleep in our house, and it's like, but we got 2 dogs. You'd think it'd be terrified, and we got our own cat as well, or did then. And it was like, brave cat.
Did the dogs ever do anything?
No, and that was it. Because obviously the dogs were upstairs with us, and never twigged it was going on. But it's only because we would hear the cat flap go, and we're thinking, must be Daisy. And then one time it's like, well, if Daisy's here, so who's that? And that's when I put the camera up and checked. But yeah, I used to walk around all the worktops, have a look around everything, have a sniff and everything. And then, but literally, it used to eat all the cat's food and then have a drink and then keep in the dog's bed down the far end, where our freezer is and everything. And that was it. It'd be there till like 4, gets up, has a stretch, bit of a drink, has a wash, and casually walks out again. And it's like,
and then goes out for breakfast.
Yeah, that's it. There's us. Our cat's not getting fed in theory because we think, oh, he's eating all that. But yeah, it turns out his next door's ginger cat.
Crafty little thing, eh?
Little bastards.
Brazen, our cat's brazen.
Very.
Imagine the dogs must have known that it'd been in. But
we had a cat as well, don't we? We had Daisy then, so.
I suppose, yeah.
But it still smelled different.
We would have thought, but then Lola wasn't that smart.
Yeah.
Or bothered.
Or bothered, yeah.
Yeah, bothered, yeah.
Ralph from Model Work says, "Hi guys, been at work all weekend, so missed most of the streams. But we'll catch up. I have to say, massive thanks for heads up on the finger. Absolutely bargain. Once again,
no problem. Yes, don't forget everyone. You can go back and watch all the videos. They'll all be there for eternity." Anyway, here's a nice one. This is Luke. Some time ago he did this one. He's saying that this is, I assume it's the Trumpeter 32nd Avenger, which is a stonking kit. I do think it's a good kit.
Yes.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very, very nice job.
That's the scheme I've got for me 148 scale one.
That's your favourite scheme, isn't it, Matt, of them?
Is it the Atlantic? I saw it.
Yeah, it's the Atlantic scheme. Yeah.
Can't wait. Oh yeah, that's the best one ever. When you're building yours, John?
Probably once I finish the order.
If you silhouette cutter.
Well, yeah, a couple of people have said to me you need to replace the decals, and there's no replacement decals for that scheme. And I do like that scheme rather than the other one.
Just talking of that kit, sorry, John, your Accurate Miniatures one, we've got it on in the special offers bit in the Academy box, and that is the Accurate Miniatures kit, which is brilliant. Hey, that's that thingy bike.
It is. He was saying it was a bit of a stop project because he's got trouble with his compressor, but he'll carry on with it. Cool. Very good. Excellent. Good job, Robert. We've enjoyed following all that build. What we got? 72nd Hellcat, the old one. Ooh.
Infinity boards out.
Everybody
Look,
needs
masking.
Everybody needs 2 compressors like Matt, don't they?
Yes.
3.
3.
You got 3.
I've got my old Revell one, and then I've got Phil's one and your one.
You've
So I've got
both
the 2
got
Spark
our
Maxes.
backups. Yeah.
Yorkshire. Then upstairs, I've still got the old Revell one that I used to use all the time.
That lead then, is it?
Um,
Well, that's a different one. Which one lead? The blue one with the.
I can't remember, yeah.
You need to get one for each airbrush you own.
No, I had it welded up. It was a Revell one, but I had it welded up.
Right.
Just plugged it up with a bit of MIG weld and stopped it. 'Cause it rotted out underneath, hadn't it?
Don't tempt him, John. Start compressor collecting.
Thank you.
Oh no, I'm not into compressors. They're not
Anyway,
like airbrushes.
Peter's carrying on with his Hellcat, looking very nice. Good job on there. Got a few more just down here.
9 minutes to look at the PM sale.
That's it, yeah. 9 minutes to the end
9
of the
minutes
sale
left.
to have your last of the 20% off.
Yes. B52 from the other day, which we've seen. The Link Hoffman. No more down here. I think we're up to date actually in here. If anyone's got any more photos, post up.
Get them up now.
Bit of a filler queen. This is the old ICM MiG-29 Ghost to Kiev kit.
Yeah.
Very nice. Where are we at? Oh, let's see how the old hippo's doing. The little. Oh, look, painted together. Wow.
What's that?
You remember the little die
Oh, the
cast
little metal
N-gauge?
hippo.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the Leyland hippo. Yeah.
Look at that.
Cool,
Dinky dinky.
Done well to get anything out of that because that was
You
just.
know what? I had to do a double take then of what he was doing as a size comparison. Anyway.
Oh look, it's pulling a missile
Yes.
or a pepper pot.
It is.
It does.
Look at that. The real thing.
Health and safety don't allow that anymore.
No. Caution, 90 feet long.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that shed's a bit crap. It's got no back on it. Why have they got doors on that? What is that for?
Just to see if it will go through the actual aperture, obviously.
Due to cutbacks, we can't afford the rest of it. We've just got the doors on the front.
Let's knock one up quick.
Yes.
That there.
That was my one.
Very nice. Excellent job.
Playing it.
I did nearly.
Yeah.
Isla's back.
Isla's back.
We've got the Warhawk, the 144. Nigel's been working on. Oh, look, decals. Decals going on. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
It's got teeth.
It's certainly a tiddler.
I was on the Airfix site last night, and I thought their 148 scale P40 was out of production at the moment, but they've got it on there.
Black and red.
Must be able
You
to
said
stop.
that's quite a good kit in it, Andy.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah,
They have black and red.
Come to the other colours.
I do
one of the
know.
ones that's not moulded in China.
Fine.
I think it's moulded here, and
Got lots of colours inside of
yeah,
Yeah.
it sort of goes together really nicely.
Scott's been working on the Coyote. Coming on very nicely. Looking
Coming
good.
along. That's got a lot of parts.
It is.
Who's that doing?
Come back within that craft dialer.
The SU-122.
I didn't see.
Oh, look.
Oh yeah.
Very
Where
nice
is-
indeed. Has it got like
where's
tree
Lydia?
decals?
Got to go inside and speak to you later.
She's at her grandma's. She's at her nana's.
Look, this one's got tree decals.
Grandma's? Where is it, Grandma's?
I think they
Where
showed me
is it?
that before.
Where
Where's
is she?
Grandma's?
She's there. There she is.
That's the dad.
Have you been a good girl for mummy?
Bless.
Do you glue them all?
Yes.
She's in training. Nathan will get her doing a video build next
Where
week.
is the glue, Daddy?
It's in there.
No.
Mm,
Splash of glue.
special glue, that's right.
So yeah, nice. I've never seen tree sort of
I
twig
like
decals
that.
before.
No,
So cool.
saves
Very
everything.
Mm. You
We
do
need
that at the mask set, couldn't you, John? If you cut one out and did it.
Then it will be nice and beautiful.
Very nicely weathered as well, Krista. Good job on that.
Back to mummy.
Nice winter camo effect.
You gonna go to mummy?
Yeah.
You go. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later.
How was Lydia?
Lydia's busy, darling. We'll speak to Lydia later, okay?
Yeah. I'm speaking with you later.
Uh-huh. Bye, Isla.
Bye.
Martin's been working on the Cobra, coming along very nicely.
Food.
Okay, Isla.
He says, but the carpet monster has eaten part of the rotor assembly.
Oh no.
Oh no, not good. Very nice indeed. Cobra Phantom. I think we're about done in here now.
Hi, Daddy. Love you.
Love you too. Bye. Yeah.
See, it's so lovely when they're at that age. It's just when they grow up and they say, "Daddy, have you got 20 quid? Daddy, I want to go on holiday to wherever."
Can you pick me up at?
Yeah, can you pick me up at 2:30 in the morning?
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait for those days.
They're great.
Tell you what, they don't believe how
This
much
is Darren. I love him.
Oh, don't go
Oh
there.
God.
With his tattoos and piercings everywhere.
Yeah, that's it.
Who, Isla or Darren? Right, there you go. Look, so how this is one of the guys who's posted this up. John, are you taking notes from this? Well, Jack's posted up how he uses his cutty thingy, job thing. What?
We'll have a look at that later.
So look, he's done a full little walkthrough tutorial job thing for you.
Why don't you just message him, Don? He'll do it for you and save yourself the money.
Yeah, save yourself 350 quid.
Just say, I'll send you
Have a
some
look at
paper.
that later.
Mm-hmm.
Does look good though, doesn't it?
It does.
Just
So
on
there
them.
you go.
Just think, Nathan. Like, know them German tornadoes with all the fancy sort of schemes that they do. You could be well on your way with spraying your own.
What we do, Jack, it's all right with you. We'll take that to another part of the site within the forum, and we'll pin it as well. So,
And we'll rip it off.
yeah, we'll pretend it's ours.
Take all the credit.
Do we ever?
This may be a thing.
Well, apart from within the team. So yes, no, thank you for doing that. That's cracking. We'll sort that out a little bit later on. Once I've got everything else sorted. So we've got the end of the Swifty sale, the flash sale. You've got what, 2 minutes?
It's nearly swiftly finished.
So we've got last 2 minutes. You can grab yourself Ryfield, all 20% off. Grab yourself some Ryfield, or we've got some Kinetic.
Great Wall.
Hold on. We've done Great Wall. Oh, Great Wall next. Yeah, Kinetic. Oh, look, things are going. Things are selling out. Sold out of F-18s and F-16s.
Oh no.
Harriers are all right. Clears are all right. F5s are all right. That's it. Yeah.
Smashing.
Cool. Good job. And don't forget, we've got Great Wall. Great Wall. What's Great Wall? Great Wall. There we go. Very nice as well. So if you want to grab anything, 20% off. Literally got 1 minute. Grab it now.
Yep.
Grab it. Go, go, go. Is it going to time out automatically, Andy, or you got to manually click it?
No, I've got to manually click it.
Oh, right. So when you see Andy in a minute go like this,
Yeah.
you know your time's up. Your clock will be that.
Can I just say that the main 10% off on the whole site will now be closing at 11 o'clock.
Right. Because you've got to manually do it. Have you?
I've got
Is
to
that-
manually do that now.
so yeah, before he goes to bed. Mine's
So
the
it'll be
same
down-
as well.
It'll be down to 10 o'clock,
11 o'clock will be fine.
half past
Yes.
9.
I don't know why, but for some reason, even though it said 10 p.m. on the end time,
Mhm.
it still ended up at finishing at 12 a.m.
Mhm.
It's 12, or was it 12 p.m.? I've got it the wrong way around.
12 p.m. is lunchtime, 12 a.m. morning, isn't it?
That's why it cocked up then.
Did you do it 12 p.m.?
I should have done it 11:59, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should have, yeah. Well. That's it then. It is done, Andy. Press
is
the
done.
button.
Right, going for it.
So everything's now back to 10% off for the rest of the sale, apart from obviously Tamiya, who's 15. So Phil could walk through Tamiya at some point before we end, just to refresh people's memory of how good and how much bargains there is in there, especially like the 109s and some of the older kits, the Corsairs and stuff like that. If you're into that, and the armour is good. The cars, the bikes. Hey, we could look at bikes, Phil.
Hold on, we're going. I'm doing it.
See, I like that Suzuki and the
What, the blue?
X-Star. Yeah.
Yes.
I always liked Suzuki blue. That's quite a nice one.
Very nice. Very nice. As I say, got the Phantoms, the Tomcats, the stonking best ever F16 in for scale.
We've still got the
P47.
aggressor ones in there.
Yeah, we got the aggressor one. We did have there.
There you go. That's the nice one.
Next to the D.
Yeah.
The Swordfish, that's a cracking kit.
Yeah, very nice as well. And the IL2.
Yeah, the IL2's cool kit as well, yeah.
Lovely kit that is. Corsair, good old classic, definitely.
There's the classics, look.
Yeah, classics.
Razorback's gone.
Very nice indeed.
Actually, do you know that P51, the RAF one? That's gone now. It's discontinued.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, they've dropped it. Yeah.
Okay.
With one of the both. Or, I think the other one's still available, that one, but the RAF one's gone now, I think. 262's a good kit as well, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
There is.
And
There's a good range in the 48. Hey, look, Phil. A Sky Raider in camo.
Yeah, that's it. Can't go wrong with a Sky Raider in camo. So, what marking's that one? That's TT. What is mine? TS. So, yes.
I've done that one. I've done both of them.
Well, it's a good kit as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very,
Would you say it's better than Edard?
It's an easier
I
build.
don't know. I've never.
Cue the crickets.
You get a mask
That's
with it, don't you? You have to cut it out yourself, don't you? It's not a die cut mask.
I think the conclusion is a simpler build.
Yeah.
Easier to put together.
But with
then
the same.
If you've got a silhouette cutter, you could just scan the mask set and get in it and cut it out.
You could. And John can talk you through T55 and 48 scale.
That's a cracking little kit, that, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, very nice kit. Yeah.
And the Chally, look, the new Chally 2 in 48.
Forgot about that, yeah.
Not too many 48 kits, but yeah, when we do. So yeah, some classics there.
Yeah.
Some proper classics.
Very nice indeed. So if you want to grab any of these, 15% off until probably about 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. What's left in stock anyway.
Yeah, or whatever's left.
Look, Famo. Go back
What?
up. The Famo with the trailer, the big off track look.
Oh, that one.
So that'd be a good price for 15% off. Yeah. Just say, carry on.
Okay. Oh, that one. Yeah, the giant one. Sorry, I was looking at the other one. Yeah. Very nice. And some cars. Very nice. Very, very nice.
But they keep going bikes are down the bottom.
Yep.
There they go.
Bikes. That's the one I did. I did that one.
Yes, the Panigale one, it.
The Pringles.
Pringle one.
Very nice.
See them carbon ones
ninjas as well.
Yeah, the ninjas are quite nice, aren't they? I actually quite like the Cafe Racer bike though. You know, the on the below the carbon one. That one. I quite like the looks of that as well. A bit retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The RC166.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, some nice bikes. We'll have to pick one each, and then we can.
Yes.
thingy, can't we?
Definitely.
We'll tackle them next year at some point.
Yeah, next year we'll do a build on them. Definitely. Because I did enjoy doing mine.
Mind you, I like that one as well. We're back down. The one we sold out of that Repsol Honda. In between the two Ducatis.
So I'm looking at slightly different things here. Oh yeah.
Don't know. Yeah, we'll have a C next year.
Nice and colourful, that one. I wonder if, if that's a paint or decal job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do one, you want one.
Yes.
Just stuck in the part, don't you?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, you can grab all of those obviously off the PM store. Usual bits and pieces. Obviously all your paints, your glues, your sundries, and all your other stuff down in here as well. Your lacquer paints. We had a massive restock before this weekend, as you might imagine. So lots of various stuff down in here. You've got your real colours and you've got your paints and all your various things down in here. Go off and get them now. Add them to your discounted kit.
In the specials offer section.
Yes.
All the Tamiya that's in there is actually about 20% off at the moment.
It's damaged box stuff, though, but yeah.
Yeah, and when we say slightly damaged box, like we always say, we mean some of them you wouldn't even think it's damaged. It might have a crushed, a split, or not a split, but a crease in the back of it, which no one's going to see anyway.
Some of them, for example, the Walker Bulldog, the Sherman 105mm howitzer,
the Sleekers,
the Toyota Sleekers, the I can't remember now. What else was there?
Oh, the Cromwells.
Oh, Cromwells. They've all gone now.
They're gone, have they? Sold out.
Well, what was the truck thing that we had? The German truck.
Oh, the Horch.
Where's that?
Where's the Horch gone? It's not even there. No one ain't selling it.
I wonder if they're gone. They'd leave some earlier on.
Yeah, gone. The Horch was really cheap anyway.
Yeah, they're on a very cheap price.
Got a few of them, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, grab them while you can. Blimey, look what time it is. 20 minutes left and Flory Fest 2022 is finitoed.
Come to an end.
So if you've got any questions, chuck them up quick.
Yeah, get your questions out now.
John's chomping at the bit to answer them.
Don't forget, if you do want to join us and you're a non-member, you can join us, just £4 a month. Or you can pay your 40 quid a year, or whichever way it is, 50 quid, including VAT, whatever it works out at. Two ways of doing it. If you're in the EU, Patreon, to be honest, both ways are just as easy these days, because Patreon charges on the day you sign up and not on the first, as it always used to do, so it's a lot easier. Whichever way will get you in. But if you are a European Union member, you have to use Patreon, purely because it's the only way we can accept because of the VAT and stuff like that. So, but if you're non-EU, you can just do it the other way, which is directly through the Flory Models site. But obviously, if the other way, you do Patreon. And what I'll do is, as soon as you join up through Patreon and you go off to our Patreon page, which hopefully this will link it to. There we go, something like this. So you come down in here and it's got them all down and there's all the various bits and pieces and stuff. And then literally once you're in here, you'll be sent an email, which will take you back over to the Flory Models forum, which gives you full access into the forum. And this is where all our video builds are, all the live shows are, all our question and answer ones, tutorials, all the PM deals as well for all the pre-orders, obviously all the group builds and everything else we can get up to here as well. So lots and lots of stuff, as you can see. So tons and tons of things. And you get into the chat room, which looks a bit like this at the moment. Some great stuff going on in here. Loads of you in here.
That's the one.
Is that the Piper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Millie Putt, he said.
Yeah, Millie Putt. Can't go wrong with Millie Putt.
No.
I don't look that bad then, does it? What's wrong with that?
No, it looks all right.
Yeah, it's got round it, fixed it.
Actually, just looking at that, I've got a question. Invasion stripes.
Yes.
Yes.
Best way to do them.
What you need is a cutter, right? And you could buy it and you could measure it to the perfect scale and then you could cut them out.
Do you mask and spraying? Do you think that looks too neat when they were actually hand brushed on?
If I was doing them now, I would kind of mask the general width, but I would brush paint it. Because they were brush painted on, weren't they? With brooms.
Or
and
with a mop.
sorts.
I've seen photos of them putting it on with a mop.
Yeah.
Well, whatever they've got time to put them on, I'd brush paint them on now.
What was it we saw at Duxford that has got them painted?
Yeah, it was the Spitfire, wasn't it? One of the two-seat Spuffs, and they'd hand-painted them on.
Yeah, right.
Because it was the anniversary.
Some of the Dax had them, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they'd actually hand-painted it on with temporary paint so you could wash it off afterwards.
Just think, Phil, you're whitewash.
Yes. Well, I do a black version of it as well.
There you go. Thick version, black and whitewash.
They're all nicely masked and sprayed on. They're all nice, neat and tidy. But in reality, they weren't actually like that, were they?
No.
Hold up. From August, they were stenciled on. August 44. Were they?
What, every aircraft who was in theatre? Did they really go back and stencil them?
When they used for a couple of months there.
Yeah, because obviously what happened was the Americans apparently got a bit happy on the trigger, so they put them back on, didn't they? Just on the underside.
Just on the underside, yeah.
There was a bit of friendly fire going on at that point. That's why the
Typhoons
definitely had them put back on.
The Marauder I'm doing it's got them on the underside and it's got them on the upper surfaces, but they've been overpainted with the olive drab.
Yes, they I must admit I saw a thing about it, a programme. They were saying there's quite a bit of friendly fire in northern France, so they originally got rid of them and then they put them back on, but because of the threat from above, that they camoed them up on top but not below to leave them in.
Surely by some point there weren't much Luftwaffe flying around, were there?
Well, this is it. Occasionally.
Recently less, but yeah.
I don't know, I quite like the painted on look because I think it gives a bit more.
Yes, that was it. Jack's just saying it as well. That was it. The Typhoon was being mistaken for an FW-190 because it's the same silhouette underneath. So they put the D-Day stripes back on the ones that have got rid of it on the underside. Yes.
Pete says, what other use could Tamiya-Limonene cement be used for? As I found a couple of jars in my spares drawer as a cement that rubbish. I've never tried that, so we can't get it.
Yeah,
can't buy
that particular one is because of schools in Japan.
Yeah,
it was designed for schools in Japan because it's not I don't know, it's not as toxic or it doesn't smell as much. So apparently that's the reasoning behind that. And in Japanese homes, so it's not as smelly. Because they also do the orange one, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Clement one or whatever it is, the thick one as well. It's not as, I don't know what the chemical term for it, but it hasn't got as much bite as.
Can't think what you could use it for, would it? Yeah, any good as Spruger or?
I don't know. I think it's not very aggressive, though, is it?
Yeah, that's it. It's not as aggressive. No problem there, Sprue Hunter. Pleasure. I didn't realise you remember until afterwards. I thought you were just on with YouTube, but it's nice to see you remember as well.
You'll be inundated tonight with new members, letting them in.
Yes, hope so.
Hope so, yeah.
It's Greg. Yes, no problem, Greg. And I have to say, when I went looking for you, I can be honest here because I'm a good guy like that. I used your Lancaster build as a bit of a thing on my build because I wasn't sure about a couple of little points on it. So I looked at yours and thought, well, if you've ballsed it up, I'm with you.
That's always a dodgy slope, though, isn't it? Copying someone else's build.
Yeah, that's it. It could be a slippery slope, but to be honest, it looked all right to me. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to do it that way as well.
I mean, how many models have been built wrong because of?
Yeah, somebody follows the way I do it, for instance.
Museums painted something wrong, or
just answer Barry. Yeah, Barry, just send your order numbers over to, and we'll go through it. We've got to go through it all anyway. So that's going to be tomorrow. Going through it, we'll get some out post this week because obviously they're on strike on Thursday. So just bear with us because we'll have to get through them and sort out who's had what and blah blah blah. So yeah, just as we always say after these, just bear with us with it, but we'll get through it all and get them out as fast as. So
just message me on the forum and I'll sort it out.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, like Barry's saying as well that about with the order numbers for combining shipping, by email, that's fine, but make sure you put your order numbers clearly in there so we can go through them, because otherwise without it, it's a really long job to find them all. So if you do want us to combine postage, please put your order numbers down, and then we can knock off one lot of postage or whatever it is, or redo it.
Different email addresses for different things. I'm so
email
address is on another one, and the drives you mad.
Oscar says, what wash would you use over orange dark dirt?
Grime.
Or grime. If you want to go grime for slightly lighter dark dirt, because when I do orangey things, I tend to use dark dirt.
Funny colour grime.
You don't want black, because black's really stark.
What, over an orange jumpsuit?
Over an orange jumpsuit, yeah. I think it would be too...
That's what it's doing it for, on an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, I think it would be too dark. But you say grime might be all right because of the scale effect.
Iron Brute, that's what you want.
Teenager in Sack says, my Hassigar P3 is all yellowed where the cement joints are, is unpainted, still has sitting a while. You
what glue do you use?
You don't paint it, do you?
Hey?
Can't really get around it if you don't paint it, can you? Because it'll probably change the plastic, and UV's got to it differently, hasn't it?
Yeah, what cement did you use, though? I've never known it to yellow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it says it's moulded in white. Yeah, as I say, you might just want to lightly sand the surface, because it maybe just line on the surface a bit and then prime and paint. Apparently, Humbrol tube glue used to yellow.
Really?
The stringy.
I haven't used it for long.
Are you actually surprised?
Do you remember though, as a kid, you'd like build a model with that glue, and then you'd like, you know, break it, and it would just turn and crumble to dust again, wasn't it? Where it'd go.
Wasn't the best, was it?
Stringy glue everywhere when you're trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to glue your canopy on. You got like strings of it coming off, and it's everywhere. And you wondered why, as a kid, your canopy was a little bit foggy as it's covered.
You've got no chance with that, have you? Really, of not having a foggy canopy.
I got fingerprints all over it because it's all stuck to your hands. And
No says, could you replace the rubber seals with something better for the Fenger airbrush? Unless you can find either a Nomax or a Gore-Tex seal set for it. I don't know if somebody does one. That's the thing. But at that price, you just buy a new airbrush. It's cheaper than a seal set and a needle.
We'll see what seals it's got in it.
Is it rubber seals, does it?
Don't know.
I think they are rubber seals. I don't think you're going to get a good seal set for 25 quid, do you?
Shit.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being Nomax seals in it or Teflon seals as they normally are.
No. I'm sure you could find the right. If you can get the sizes, I'm sure you could upgrade them.
Yeah.
Just a matter of finding the right seals, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Look, Oscar says, after our recommendations, he's bought a 180K for priming and a 186 for dedicated for varnishes.
There you go.
So when these all fall apart in 3 months' time,
we're
going to blame Matt. Remember, I was on Matt's recommendation, and then I showed it. And just passing the buck up the chain here, Matt started this.
All I'll say is don't come crying to me.
It's gone apart.
In fact, you can go crying to Night Shift. It's all his fault.
The thing is, it's like Phil said yesterday when we were on about it, you're probably best not really to mess around taking the damn things apart, are you?
Do not take it to pieces.
Honestly, my biggest piece of advice, and I get asked a lot about problems with airbrushes, is where people are taking it apart for no real reason, Andy.
Yes, Andy, just put it back together.
So, and it is like, you don't need to strip and clean your airbrush at the end of each airbrushing session. They're tools at the end of the day. Clean them out, flush them through, make sure they're blowing through clear, So they've got nothing in there, and it'll be absolutely fine. If you do pick up your airbrush and the needle's is stuck or something, just put a bit of thinners into it, let it eat in for a few moments, and usually a little wiggle, and it'll free and it'll blow through, and you're good to go. But I swear most people's thing, where especially when things get rounded off or broken and that, is because they're being stripped for no real reason. But again, I think it's a YouTube thing. Get these people who they strip and clean everything. Why? It's fine. Just leave it. It will be absolutely fine.
Did you read that one out from Rob? Been using his finger today, and it'll be hard to fork out for my next H&S rebuild.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds horrible, and I'm not being funny, in this world of things being disposable, and it shouldn't be. You should be able to, and you go through. But it's hard to beat it when you're talking that type of money.
Yeah, hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Certainly, if you're a lacquer user, you don't really need to strip it down at all.
Not at all. No. Again, I think if you're right, John. If you're an acrylic user and you don't use even like alcohol-based thinners, you're true acrylics, then you might need to do a little bit more work to get them going.
Not being funny, I don't think that airbrush it would be very good for it unless you actually, because of how fine they are. I think you'd have to change out to at least the 0.3 nozzle to get anything through it. So, I think it is probably more lacquers and probably enamels, the really thinner paints, if you want to whack it through. I'm not saying it won't do acrylics, but it might be a bit of a struggle.
Andy says that Amazon sells spare needles for the
they do. Yeah, you can get spare needles for them and the nozzles.
I presume, they've got to carry spares, though, won't they? They're selling the airbrush.
Yeah, they do. Because I must admit, when I bought it, it was in the bottom on Amazon. It said you almost want, and it had the needles and nozzles, and they're not expensive either.
I was about to say, how much is a needle and nozzle set for one?
I can't remember what it was now, but I saw them on the bottom and they weren't much at all, because I was joking about that. Actually, it's cheaper than any needle nozzle set. Well, not for that thing, because clearly they are cheap. But again, I didn't see anything about a seal set, for instance, for it.
Yes, Oscar, you don't need to take the needle out
to do that
every time.
I can't actually get.
Having said that, that's one thing I found with H&S. They do stick an awful lot.
Again, the trouble with the H&S airbrushes or the Harder and Steenbecks, the nozzle is really big. It's huge. So it's got a lot of surface area in there where the paint gets stuck. So this is the bit where the needle pokes through. I'll do the diagram. It does this, The thing is, that cup is actually quite a large cup, which in some ways was always the good point, because it's big. You can't lose it. It's very difficult to break it because it's big. The little tiny ones, which are obviously in the Fenger, Iwata and other people's, they are tiny. So they're a bugger to deal with because they're tiny. You can round them off. You can break them quite easily.
Strip them.
And you can strip them, and then that way you're stuffed because you've got to get the pliers out and hope you don't damage the body, and all of those things. But because they're so small, hardly any paint gets stuck in there. So it's easy to flush it out and clean it as well, because it's just, not a thing. But again, don't touch it unless you absolutely have to, because I bet it's probably got a rubber seal on the nozzle. I bet it's not anything decent.
I can't actually get the seal out of it to have a look at it.
No. What about the one that goes from the nozzle to the main body? Because obviously if that's split or went or perished, it's going to let air through there then, and it's going to be going to get bubbles back up in your air cup.
You don't want bubbles.
Don't want bubbles in your air cup.
You don't want bubbles full stop.
I'll get the front end off.
It's a sacrificial finger bender brush.
Well, he'll just buy another one, Andy, won't he? He's not bothered.
But the thing is, Adam, also it depends on your style of painting and what paint you're using. So you were saying about people going on about a 0.3 for acrylics. You've used a 0.2 and never had a problem. Well, I can beat that. Tommy top you. I used to use the 0.15 with acrylics. Everything from the first 10 years of doing this. Never had a problem. It worked.
Well, he was on 100 psi on his air pressure.
It was a high. All right, okay. I was on a lot of air pressure to get it to blow through. But, you can get anything through. But we're just saying, if you technically with acrylics, because it's not a hot product and it's not eating itself, that's why you get tip dry. You get, stop starting and things like that can happen because it can't flow. There's not enough material going through it. Think of it like a babbling brook. You get sludge building up if you haven't got enough flow going through, and that's what they do. So that's why we always say if you're using a 0.3 or a 0.4 for acrylics, you won't have the trouble. It would be more akin to spraying with a 0.2. using lacquers, it'll work the same way.
Mm.
But a lot of people obviously might be using thicker paint than you do as well, because if you've been spraying a long time, you can probably use very, very thin paint, low air pressure. That's what you do. But when normal people are coming into this, they tend to use thicker paint because you get better coverage, less chance of, obviously I've covered this a million times, but less chance of spidering or drips or runs or anything else like that. So that's why people do it.
Normal. What's the definition of normal?
Not in this hobby. There's no such thing.
You've just got to play around and find what works for you with airbrushing, innit? Because everyone's different. There's no magic formula to it.
The seal thing will come out, but I haven't got the right screwdriver up here. The one I've got is too thick. There's like two little guides inside the airbrush. You have to go between, and I can't get a thin enough thing down it to get one in.
Yeah, I wouldn't put the Alien Blood Mr. Hobby Tool Cleaner through it, because you probably just melt the airbrush. Would just be like Alien Blood, as you said. It would just like be.
It'll be fine. God, if needles are £7.50.
If you do damage your needles, don't bin them, because they make great super glue applicators.
Yes.
Yeah. They do. Yeah.
I've slightly turned over the tip, so it's a bit of a hook.
Yeah.
So it holds the glue.
Jesus Christ, Matt. That's lethal. You can't put a needle in a pin vise. That's just asking for some medical accident when that drops in your lap.
Yeah, but I ain't got the end on it. I've cut it off. So I've got quite a blunt end on that. And
I've seen this on like 999 Lifesavers when he accidentally impaled himself on something like that.
To be honest, that's when I started hooking over the end. Because I've got it in me rack there by me brush.
Poking up. Oh my God.
To pick up a brush before.
No.
Pull it away, and the needle's been.
I bet you're one of these people who loads the dishwasher with all the, the steak knives poking upwards. It's like, who does that? I went to someone's house once and I was helping them load the dishwasher, and that's how they got it in there. So it needs to be like that to get it clean. So I almost put my hand in and slashed myself. It's like, no, you don't. You turn them the other way up. It will still get washed. No. It's like, oh my God.
All that's not hobby knives. He keeps pointing away.
My hobby knives, yeah, they'll put.
But at least he's got covers on them.
It's always at work when on these things you go to grab something.
Look, my lethal ones are always facing downwards. I never have them upwards.
I don't want the weight of the blade going downwards. I want them upwards, don't I? The only one that I ain't got one is this really skinny one with this like chisely
thing in it.
I like that blade. That blade's really good. I found it in another toolbox. It's quite a useful thing for cleaning. Good scraping tool. But no, sharp
objects. There you go. That's a typical twist that Barry's just saying. Yeah, the needles are £7.50 each, but it's £8.50 delivery.
Yeah, just find a weird one. Sharp objects is part of this hobby.
It's a hazardous workplace at PM Models. They're taking a drink out of his mug that's got
his water thing from his paints.
The water.
That's why you don't use his mug.
People's not allowed in the unit.
Is there a reason why we don't sell ships? We don't sell ships because there's no ships on the seashore.
No one buys them.
No one buys them. To be honest, we had a few in, didn't we, at the beginning? And we're still there now.
We did actually get rid of them, but we did actually have to get rid of them, if that makes sense. It was not. But we know nothing about ships and stuff like that. So it's when you look at analytics as we go off, we kind of sell what we sell, if you know what I mean. There's more specialist people out there that can do ships, because we used to get a lot. Do you sell RC?
Yeah.
We don't do RC. We don't do trains or anything like that, because it's not what we do. There's better people with more knowledge and skill than us to do that than us. So.
And to be honest, that's why we don't really do the airbrushes either. It's like we said, it's a specialist business because it's all the spares and the aftermarket and things like that. And we're not into that because don't have the knowledge or the resources to carry all the spares and have the knowledge about which airbrush takes what and what we would recommend for, because there is specialist companies who physically do it. So we'd rather leave it to them.
There's dedicated companies for it. And that's what they do. So you know. I don't know the ins and outs of a seal off.
No.
Such and such an airbrush. I won't have a tube of glue, so.
No.
If there is anything you want and want a price for, just give us a call and give us a message and we'll get your price for it. But the other thing with ships also is that they're always in stupid long boxes, aren't they?
Yeah. If you go to, if you don't see the size of the boat for the box, sorry, for the Yamato, the 1/200th.
Yeah.
Yamato.
Or the 72nd scale submarine thing that we did.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah,
I know
huge.
You're going into couriers then because they've got to go in your cages to go, ain't there? That's the thing. And if it's too big for a cage, then they won't take it through Royal Mail. So you're on a courier then, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
I know I had a hankering once for a Duos ship. I bought that platinum turquoise.
You did.
And when I opened the box and looked at it, I thought, oh no, put the lid back on and
sell it.
It
Does look nice. That's it, Phil. We're.
I know. I'm literally just darting around, just sorting a couple of bits here.
We're taking another last run round before we wrap up.
Yeah. To be honest, there isn't much happened today. It's been very quiet on the old run round stakes.
Hey, Sunday afternoon, it's a bit like usual.
It is. Just a bit for, obviously, this is more for members, but Jack says what he'll do is when he starts his Airfix 24th scale one, when it arrives, he'll document the mask making process step by step in detail from the beginning, making the proper masks, guide for you to pin somewhere as you need on there. So, yes, definitely, because obviously he'll do that and for the D-Day stripes as well. Who's bleeping?
Not me.
Someone bleep.
I can't hear a bleeping.
Oh, perhaps is it me? No, it's not me. Not me, my lord.
Not me.
Oh, no, it's one of these. Sorry. This is another one. My stuff has come through on the other hotline. Check the price of the Fenger airbrushes on Amazon in the UAE, and it's a whopping 850. Oh, my God. What do they use over there?
I don't know.
Dimars, which is about 200.
Hey?
Well, the price of the PS 270 is less than half that. My God. Well, you want to get it over here.
Blimey.
Definitely. Yes. Crikey, that's a bit of extortionate, isn't it?
But yeah, something cheaper in the UK than the rest of the world. That's just done.
It's a first. Yes.
Blimey, yeah.
Right, so we've got a couple of other ones just popped in here, so we can have a look at just before we all go. Sprue Hunter has put up a very nice F4. Love the F4 in the old sea camo.
That does look nice. Whose kit's that?
Nice. This is the Academy 48
Is it?
F4C. Very nice.
Nice, that is, isn't it?
Very nice indeed. Good job on that one. Oh, another shot for the underside. Very nice indeed. Cool. Very nice. And we've got here from Marcus. That looks like a Thunderbolt to me.
That's a P47.
That's definitely a P47. We've got some more. Oh, that's nice. Razorback. Very nice.
Tamiya kit, is it?
Wow. I don't know if I'd trust mine on the tailplanes leaning on the book on the mantelpiece.
Don't slam any doors.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah.
or open windows.
Yes. To be honest, I couldn't live in a house like this. I have a dog, and its tail would have all of that within seconds. So, but no, nice collection there. A nice fireplace as well, to be honest. There we go. Got the P40.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, look, crikey. The old Flory Meldon Bevel.
Gone along with the Sanders.
Yeah, gone with the Sanders. It's been a shit year this year.
They've left.
Very nice Orbiter. We got the other ones. There's a few more down in there. Razor Crest. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Good stuff. Nice flight. Nice in-flight dual. Top Gun effect.
A lot of dusting.
Yeah, a lot of dusting. Very nice, Mark. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Matt, look. Do you still want it?
Yeah, send it me back.
That's it. Bring it back, Gary. So, very nice indeed. Looking very, very cool.
That's come out really well, hasn't it?
Does. Nice kit. Nice kit. Oh, there we go. How do you pronounce that? Petetria?
Who?
Well, it's Peteza. Petria?
That's a Mustang.
Okay.
I can tell you that. I can see that.
Okay, very nice. That's a B because it's got the nice canopy on it. Very nice. I did that for the live thing last year, didn't I? Was it last year I did it? Yeah, it was.
Yes, you did.
I did mine, didn't I?
That Tamiya kit's, yes.
Tamiya kit. Very
Good
nice to you.
kit.
Good job.
Yeah.
Shelf of Doom build. There you go. Nice job. And it's got a shark's teeth type mouth, so definitely gets my seal of approval.
Yeah.
Last up, this is another one. This is something a bit different. A 172nd. This is the Azure. This is the Martin B10. It'll be the Dutch one from the East Indies in around 1940. Lots of filler. Wow. It looks French. It's got open cockpits and things by the looks of it.
No, it's not French. But I know what you mean. No, he ain't got the clear parts on it.
No, it's definitely going to be open.
That's an handful of a kit.
It does look a handful. Yes.
That's a Nathan kit.
Yeah, Nathan would love. He thrives on kits like that.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Good job. Good job. Very good. Let me just check in here. See if there's anything. Oh yeah, hold on. We've got one in here from David again. Oh look, it's a oh god, I'm crap at this.
Stegosaurus.
It's a salamander resin model.
Okay, it's not a Stegosaurus then.
Not a Stegosaurus.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. Cool. Very nice indeed. So we've got those down in there. Should we pop over to our guys? Let me just refresh it. What we got to stand in here? I think this is just what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Any plans for Xmas Saturday? Build and special. What? What? Crikey! Pre-Xmas. God, I won't fall that far ahead, Adam. We just about get to the end of the week.
Yeah, we've got.
We only put this show together on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a turkey shoot, haven't we?
Yes, that'll be the end of November. We got the turkey shoot, haven't we?
Yeah, so we'll be on then.
Yes, we'll be definitely on then. Right, okay, what we got in here? We've got an Airfix. Oh, look at that. That's very nice, Alistair. Good job. This is the Airfix Mozzie for a TT35. Is that the one they have hanging up in Duxford? Because you have one hanging up, don't they, as you walk around?
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I don't know what marker Mozzie it is. Come out nice, isn't it?
Very nice indeed.
Looks weird in silver, though, for some reason.
Yes.
Me.
Yeah, it seems a wooden plane in a metal colour.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
At least get to use your LP11.
Yeah, it looks good though, doesn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, look at the underside. Cool.
Yeah.
I used to like the old Canberras when they were in those markings, don't it?
What, the target tug?
The target tug ones, yeah. Very nice indeed. Good job, Alistair. Well done. Beautiful work.
Yeah, nice that.
The Coyote. Oh, still going along. Scott's doing really well on that. Look at all the gear under there. Bit of photo etch. We're off.
Keep plugging away. That'll look cool when it's done.
It will do, actually. Very, very cool. Looking forward to seeing that one progress. Good job on that one. Excellent. We've got the Edard Spitfire. Oh, that's still ongoing. Oh, sales.
that quick, it's gone.
I think these now we're basically up to date. Oh, there we go. James is finished. The Katie.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. Good job.
Doesn't it?
Did you enjoy the build on that one? Looks like a fun kit.
Yeah.
Good job. Very nice. Katie, Greeby 5. The Mark 5 greebily continues. There we go. Very nice indeed. Excellent. The little launching station. It's like SpaceX. We done that one. Zvezda. Take me to the completed. There you go. Well done, Krista. You're a star. If anyone's dependable on these to knock out a build literally in a weekend, it's Krista.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever failed us in his entire lifetime of being a member, because he is a lifetime member.
The other thing is, it's never normally a simple build either, is it?
No, he does. He tackles really complex stuff. It's never anything straightforward and knocks it out of the park in every single build we do. So congratulations, Krista. You've done a fantastic job.
Krista don't sleep.
No, well, yeah, clearly. He's just on Red Bull.
Yeah, that's what it said. His energy drinks, that's it.
Other energy drinks are available.
Power through it.
Very good job, though. But great job on that, Krista. Star, thank you for supporting us, as you've always done. Where are we? MiG-15, Kit Bash. Very nice. Looks like we're going to go through.
That's a nice little kit. I wonder why they've never, expanded it to a 48th one.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's a nice kit, that. One.
It's not a massive aeroplane, is it? I'm really surprised they've not, done a 48th
It's a
one.
nice kit, that.
Alistair's finished his Spitfire as well. Look at that. Lovely. Nice little plimp. Very nice. Oh, look. Very nice. Top with camel. Nice bit of rigging in there. Oh, look. We've got a FW190 and a ME109. Or BF109, I should say. Very nice. Oh, bit of armour. Winter camo.
Winter camo.
Everyone needs winter camo.
Let's call in that camo.
Oh, there we go. I did one of these for, again, that was for the turkey shoot a few years ago. I did mine in white though, didn't it? The Bell X1.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh God, I can never pronounce it. Was it a Hannabaloo?
I think it's a Hannibal or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a flying saucer.
You pronounce it how you like. It's not real.
Oh right, okay.
Hannibal.
What do you mean it's not real? Can't tell me that. That was like but in newspapers and stuff, wasn't it?
Someone's re-releasing that, aren't they?
Hannibal sounds like a Disney character, doesn't it?
Well, wasn't it Revell were going to re-release it and had a bit of flack, so they pulled it?
They had a bit of trouble for sending a Nazi spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't go down too well. So
Wasn't it because they said it was a spaceship that it was the flack about?
Something about just Nazi spaceships.
oh yeah, it was a Nazi spaceship. Didn't go down too well, did it?
The Daily Mail got bonkers about it.
Daily Mail got involved. That's it.
Yeah, if the Daily Mail get involved, that's your lot. So no, some lovely work down in there. Oh look, we've got a sub X-Craft.
Cool.
Is that the old I Love Kits one or whatever they were that week? Can't tell. Change the name of it every month.
Got to be a tax dodge, hasn't it?
Oh, F-16. Nice tail.
Oh, like that Dutch one.
Very nice. Sturmhoff. Very nice indeed. Oh, Vulcan. Like a Vulcan. Very nice. Oh, look, another one of the what ify jobs. Oh, God, what was that thing called?
I can't remember what that one's called.
A Tifa or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Centrifugal, something like that, wasn't it?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, centrifugal.
Very nice. Another spit. Turkish markings. Don't see that very often.
No.
No, you don't.
That's a lot of work for one weekend, isn't it?
It's done very well. And he's done a Dakota. We've got a Hurricane. We've got his entire thing. He's managed to do 707, is that, I think?
Yeah.
Yes. Great job. Well done. Fantastic. Okay. Where are we? Oh, it's because Alistair's put his... Oh, no. Do you know what? I think I'm in the wrong section here.
What are you in?
I think that,
Portfolio.
I've just been through someone's portfolio. Apologies.
God.
Oh, God. It's late.
It's been a long
quit.
weekend.
I give up. I've gone over as it is.
It's
Right.
4:10.
Shush now. I'm moving through these quickly. Look. Camo work. And then the wings fell off. Look, we're a bit behind the scoop. Very nice. Technical difficulties, please stand by. We've seen the other version of it. It looked fine in the other photos. Jesus, where are we? Okay, Grasshopper. I think that's it. We're up to date. I think that's the rest of them haven't been updated. No, so we're all clear.
Carry on anyway, because we could always see it in the week. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, no, sort it all out.
Sort it all out in the week.
We will do. Right, a couple of things just to go through, housekeeping things. First of all, obviously it's going to take us a few days to get your orders out, and there is a postal strike on Thursday, just warning everybody. So I'm planning on splitting mine over a couple of days because I'm old school and I have to take mine to my local post office, which is a very little country post office. And if I turn up with like best part of 100 orders, they're going to freak. So I will break it down into sections over the week.
Take them on Thursday when they got note to do.
Well, yeah, that could probably speed it up a bit through there, but yeah. So anyway, I'll get as many as I can out each day to make our way through. So we'll be catching up with them down in there. Because of that, what I'm going to do is Tuesday would technically be my show, isn't it? This Tuesday we did our Tuesdays. Did we do ours last week?
It should be our show on Tuesday.
It should be ours. Yeah, but you're going to be busy anyway, aren't you?
Hold on a minute, I can't. Or did we do last?
We're all on this Thursday.
Is it Thursday? Oh, so
Yeah.
we're off Tuesday.
It's a Thursday show.
So it should be off Tuesday. So fine. What I'm going to do is, because I'm going to have a shed load to go through the orders and the bits and pieces after this, I'm going to buffer over the next part of the Skyhawk to Tuesday. So that'll go up Tuesday. We've got the PM show be back with you on Wednesday, and then we'll all be back with you on Thursday night, and then we can get back in semblance. But it'll give me a couple of days to get the orders all sorted and bits and pieces like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
To be fair, we have done all weekend on Friday night.
Well, yes, I know, but you know, we're not allowed a day off.
So we can have a bit of a break, I think.
Yeah, that's it. We're allowed a day off somewhere. So we will get it all sorted and catch up with it. As we said before, the 25% off of the actual Flory model stuff, I will knock that down probably around about 9 o'clock tonight as well. So if you want to get your orders in this evening, then obviously you've got around about 9 o'clock, and then obviously that will be switched off, the actual one. The members discount code will then be put back on as well, guys, because at the moment, obviously that's suspended for the moment, and we can carry on with that. The PM one will end at about 11 o'clock, Andy, you reckon? Or half 10, 10-ish, 9?
Yeah, about 11.
Right, around about 11. That will finish as well. So we'll go through. I'll get the people's prices out. I've just got to get a hold of Stuart. So if you can send me your address, I've got everybody else's for that particular one. And what I'll do is I'll find somebody else at random on here. But I can't do it whilst we're live, if that makes sense. And then I'll give out something else, a T-shirt, somebody else as well, to make our way through. Good. We hope you've enjoyed the last 5 episodes of our Flory Fest. Was it 5 or 6? No, it's 5. 6 episodes. Yeah, 6, because I forgot about last night as well. So yes. But obviously, big thank you to the team. Big thank you for Nathan for sorting out the quiz night last night as well. Very good job you did indeed on that one. Obviously, thank you to the guys. Obviously, for Andy for sorting out all our IT issues and stuff. And our changing our mind at the last minute over everything. Down to there. Obviously, big thank you to the membership, because to be honest, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. So massive thank you for all your continued support and everything you do for us. Hopefully we'll keep you all entertained as normal. Big thank you for YouTube Land as well for joining us as well. It's nice to be able to get on here when we can. Hopefully we'll be back with you at the end of November, because we've got our turkey shoot coming up. So that one will be on with you as well. Remember, if you do want to join us and do this pretty much every day of the week, you can do as well. The subscription thing, as you've seen earlier, is up on the Flory Models site. But yes, if you don't, a thumbs up would be absolutely lovely as well. So drop us a thumbs up, and then we can say, yeah, David, you can go to bed now. We'll let you.
Yeah, we'll let you.
It's fine. You can go to bed now. He's been up for 3 days. And Krista, clearly, I think he's going to need some sleep as well. But no, big thank you to all you guys, because obviously without you, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be doing this and do everything else. So massive thank you to you all. Good job. I think that covers everything, doesn't it, chaps?
I think it does, yeah.
Nothing else we have to talk about? Nothing else we need to do?
Anything else? No, we're all good, I think.
We're all good. Right, okay then, guys, we will leave you. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see you all again very soon. Please stay safe. Happy modelling. Take care, and bye.
Bye.